Robo,
Cool.
are you actually ready to play?
Unfortunately, Melphis is live on Twitch. And I get a Papa John's at.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
now I see why
Holy
Malthus
crap,
was having so much trouble.
Okay. Hi guys. D&D again. I had it before, but we had to. Oh, I had to stop streaming for something. Flip. It doesn't. Okay. You guys will just see the map like that. Okay. So I just want to say we have PNG things, as you can see. When somebody's talking, it will move. It's not like now because I'm deafened. I just wanted to explain it. So yeah, I want deafen now.
I need to look at Robo's sheet because there's something weird going on here.
I believe
Robo's
What's happening?
Is Robo here?
Robo's HP is apparently saying 99. I don't know where he's getting that.
No, that sounds legit for level 2. I don't know. That sounds pretty
Yeah,
reliable.
yeah, yeah.
Level
Yeah,
2,
no,
99
it
health,
definitely
yeah.
says 99, and it definitely shouldn't. So I don't know what the heck you did.
Oh yeah, there's a way you can
Did you
change it. I
manually
forgot
put in
how.
99?
Yeah, you
Because
can.
if so, then that's the
You
character
can
sheet's
do
gonna be
it.
real funky. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's a way to
Undo
reset it back to default. Yeah.
Yes, there is a way to do it.
Is there? Oh, lovely.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, this is a
so
learning experience.
Robo, what you need to do is go into the edit where you did your level up, and you need to let me pull up one of my own sheets so I can follow along. Boom, my characters. I only have like 30 of them to choose from. Let's pick Gulag, because why not?
You mind if I use my PNG for my new... Oh, sorry, I wasn't realizing you were talking. I'm sorry. I wasn't...
So,
Yeah, you're welcome to join as long as you're muted, if you just want to listen.
Robo, what you need to do to fix that is on your sheet, go into Manage Character and Levels, and then go to the Home section and check to see if you have hit point type set to manual or fixed first, so that we know what you have. I'm fine that we're starting a little bit later tonight because honestly, tonight's session I didn't have quite as much actually planned anyway. So I was planning to wing it if I didn't have enough to fill the time. So as I often do as a dungeon master.
Best way to do it.
Have a general structure and then pull it out of your ass.
Me about the Power Fruvis adventure of 2 Diet Sam's Colas.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Nugget? Yeah, I like this, guys. I don't know about you, chat, but I really think these PNG shit kind of does a pretty decent job.
I gotta thank whoever did the art for this. It is very impressive.
It is. It's cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
I mostly still can't get over how much they remembered that Leonides was heterochromatic. I just think
Yeah,
He's
that's
got
really detail.
really good detail.
Yeah, they captured the Ricoslave features of
Ricoslave.
Robo,
Yeah,
are
he
you?
said the hair and face is like the
Are
important
you
stuff. he
actually
looks at.
present? You don't have to talk. You can type, but let me know if you're actually there.
Oh, Robo's not going to talk? Oh, that sucks.
Well, I mean, right now they're muted, is what I'm saying. So if they're not ready to talk right now, that's fine. But we need to fix their hit points because they're not supposed to be 99.
Yeah.
So I can talk you through it if you need help. It'll take me like a minute.
Yeah, level 2 is not too bad.
Whoa, 99 hit points is a shit ton.
He's never gonna die.
Okay.
Might have just did his
So,
level wrong.
So Robo, do me a favor. Do a screen share quick.
Someone
Or just like share your D&D Beyond tabs so that I can see what you're doing.
Oh, we have a new D&D person who joined the roll. Nice, nice.
Thank you all. All right. So
I
we'll
probably
walk you
should
through
do
this
it.
quickly. Okay. Oh, you're on the app. Okay. I was trying to describe it to you as if you were on a computer. Okay. That would make things more, that would explain partially why I couldn't figure out what you were doing.
PC
So,
must race.
I don't care if he's on, if they're on mobile or not. I just didn't know.
Yeah, I know.
So what we need to do is load up your actual character sheet first of all.
Oh, man.
So tap race at the top. Now there's home. Yeah, it's just because your screen is because you're in the app or on a phone, the screen wasn't showing everything. So scroll down. You have fixed hit points. So what the hell is it? Okay, so now scroll back over to your class. Hit manage
Hey.
HP.
What's up, Lord? How you doing, buddy? I can't wait for you to play with us again, Lord. And hopefully I do.
Yeah, so delete that HP modifier and hit point and override HP. And then hit apply. Now, go to your abilities so I can see what your stats are. Make sure it's right. Okay, so you have a 13 con. So first level, you should have been 9 hit points. You're taking the average. I saw the fixed. So that'd be 5 plus 1 is 6, 15. Good. You're right now. So you can hit the little like newspaper picture icon in the top right there next to description. And go back to your regular character view. And you should be, and you can stop sharing your screen because everything looks good now. I knew there was something weird going on there, and I should have known it was that because I've done it to my own sheets before. Robo is 15 of 15. Not 15 minus 15, 15/15. Thank you. All right. So, most of you guys have already done your stream intros, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, this one isn't as formal as last time.
I have not, so I'm gonna go do my stream intro right quick.
All right.
I'll be right back.
We never saw from him again.
Hi, group.
Hello.
Well, Melphus is telling his
Hello.
username origin story on stream.
Fantastic.
I'm currently I'm kind of stealing all the PNGs quick to make a meme and like paint for a sorry artist.
See, Nugget, I thought you were joining the VC. If you're having stream lag, yeah, you can just join here too.
Yes.
As long as you're muted,
Yes.
you should be able to listen in.
That is correct.
That's so good though. I love DMs. Yeah, get in here, Nugget. You have to join. It's Melphus's. Oh, you're not. Are you in the Discord? It's Melphus's Discord. So click Shison here, and then here. Oh yeah, you're already over there. And then join his Discord. There.
There we go. I just turned
Boom.
my
Then make sure you
desktop
get-
audio, which is where the chat is coming from, down a little bit because it was going louder than me.
And by the way, Chad helped me rearrange the scene. Let's make the DM bigger. What do you think, guys? DM should be a little bit bigger since he's the almighty one. Let's make the DM a little bit bigger here. Paul, with all that power
Yes, for
and responsibility. Go ahead and talk real
Mhm.
quick second, Paul, so I can see you animate.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you think, Proceeded? Does that look good?
Mm,
If someone rolls
That's
down-
Thank you very,
awesome. I
thank
like
you very much,
you
Robo. I will in fact
Hey, yeah.
hydrate because I'm about to do a lot of
Beautiful.
talking in a very terrible attempt at an accent. So it's gonna be fun.
Oh yay.
Oh, your
all good.
your
Oh
thing
my
looks cool.
god, look at that. Stupid drop. Freaking underpaid. Hey, DM, make sure underpaid's character dies this
You can't
episode.
kill me. You can't kill me. I'm too high on Sam's cola to die.
What did Underpaid do now?
Oh no.
I posted a meme.
Oh, look at the meme he put in. He disrespect my druid.
I'm sorry. It was either I put Kiryu in the team or I put Vidral in the team, and I had to make the cut.
Hey.
For the love of God. I'm just gonna rocks fall, everybody dies.
Nice.
Perfect. All right. End my misery.
The bar collapses. Everyone dies. Kiryu survives.
Alright.
Yeah, because his
So,
credit drops.
For the purposes of the several of us that are thank you, Proceeded. I love it as well. For the several of us that are streaming, have we all loaded up our streams and at least done our intros so that I can do the collective game related intro portion now?
Oh, actually, we
Yes.
haven't done our intro. I'm gonna have every character everyone recap their character again, just in case, because I got some new followers. By the way, Shadow, you're right. D&D's been kind of a big hit so far. I've been getting a lot of follows, a couple tonight already.
Brings in new
So,
people.
yeah, it's great. So what we're gonna do real quick is we'll let the DM give his quick background, then we'll go through it. Everyone just tell you what your character is, and that's pretty much it. You don't have to do any elaborate stuff, but just that way everyone knows what everyone's playing tonight. We'll start off with Mr. Are we ready to go, by the way, or are we still setting up?
I think we're all ready to go at this point.
All
We
right,
fixed everybody's hit points and whatnot.
perfect. So let's start off with our DM, Paul. He's going to do a little quick intro, and then we'll go down the line.
Yes, indeed. Since we are all multi-streaming at the moment, just before I do that to my own stream people, if you hear the volume of the other of the players going up and down a bit, they're all coming through as one audio track, and I'm just sort of watching the levels for the first time and getting used to it. So I'll play it back later, and I'll figure out the right levels after. That being said, to the important stuff. I am your dungeon master, the keeper of the faiths, as it were. Real name Paul. Online, y'all can call me Kane. You can call me Drago. You can call me Paul. I really don't care. I'm not one of those streamers that doesn't use their real first name. I find that weird. Creeps me out when people don't want to share at least a first name. Makes me think they have something to hide. Speaking of something to hide, we have 6 characters, several of whom have something to hide, and some of them are going to unwittingly have things revealed in about 5 seconds after we do these intros. So I'm just going to go in the order I have them on my stream layout. Miss Mina.
Yes, it is I, Reina Domino. So I'm a Tabaxi rogue, level, level 2 or
Oh
whatever.
yes, everyone's leveling at the same pace in this game with milestones. They're all level 2. I'll save them all that trouble.
Yeah, so I am on the run from my sister. I believe it's been 15 years. She just can't quit me. Yes. And so I'm over here trying to stay incognito, but I also like the fancy things, maybe a little too fancy, so that might get me in trouble. Oh yeah, so my parents are dead, possibly by my hand, allegedly. I confess to nothing. Perfect.
More on that later. Robo, please introduce yourself.
I am a deep gnome druid at level 2, as you said earlier. That we all are.
Yes, and also for those who are, well, in my case, I'm streaming for the first time because I wasn't able to set everything up last week because work was a problem. But for those who may be also new to the other streams that we are collectively doing this on, Robo was unfortunately unable to make the first session, so Robo will actually be debuting in this episode. And we'll get to why they're already at the table on the maps you're going to be seeing in a moment. Amaya, aka, well, no, we're just going to say Amaya because preceded is the word I was looking for. Please introduce yourself.
I'm playing Maya, a life cleric, who's just looking for her brother.
Fantastic. And of course, the one that particularly their particular excitement inspired all of us to actually get together to play this. Both player and character who happen to share the same alias, Melphis.
Hey guys. I'm Melphis, and obviously streamer, and then Melphis Starforged is my drow druid. She has an interesting backstory we'll hopefully get to learn over time. And she is also level 2. She is the Circle of the Moon, specializing in shape shifting. And yeah, we had a blast last time, and can't wait for this episode.
Fantastic. Now, getting to our. Speaking of having more than one of something in the group, Leonides, I believe you are also something that we've heard from another player already. What class are you?
Yep, I'm Leonides. I am another rogue, except I'm human, so I'm effectively more boring. I'm not an alcoholic. You're an alcoholic.
You're definitely an alcoholic, or at least Leonides is. Jury's still out on you. And finally, so far, from what's already known of the party amongst each other, probably the most intriguing character, although as the person with all the backstories, I can tell you far from the only one that's intriguing, but so far the only one that we know anything about. Zen.
Hello, I'm Zen, or Shadow, but I play Zen. I'm a half-elf fighter, hell-bent on, or not hell-bent, but with a desire to know more about his family, and also search for his mother,
Excuse me.
who's never been wrong, always done right, despite what Melphis might say, and I feel like a lot's going to get revealed about him, but that's just speculation.
That is all of our players. So, with that in mind, we open where we left off last week, which was that our intrepid heroes had finished their first adventure. Which, give me a moment. I need to go back to. There's my old session notes section, because I kept some notes of it. They were invited to a noble patron, noble meaning rich, for those new to D&D lore, to a patron's house, where they were asked to help find a friend of the patron. They were a little perturbed about how much the patron knew about them, but when you have money and are putting your faith in someone, you learn about them, as she explained. They did end up taking the job and were successful in recovering the person they were seeking to find. They were each given 50 gold for a successful recovery. In the process, they were jumped by bandits who had attacked the person they were looking for, but the person was still alive, so they were able to heal them up with some druid magic. Oh, cleric and druid magic, I believe. But either way, it doesn't even matter. Somebody healed them. And at the end of the session, they returned. Well, these guys are new
It
to the
was I
tavern,
who healed them.
but
They
from our
can't heal
one
me
shot
right
we did
now.
a few weeks back, you can check some of the other streamers here's VODs for that. This tavern map has been used before. They are at the Silver Tongue Tavern, owned by a musical-based bard, and the biggest tavern for such bards to perform in the capital city of the country of Egos. It's also a continent, because it is one country on this particular continent. The capital city of Athipoli. And as they sat down and began to enjoy a brew in celebration, we ended last session with a voice that at the time did not have an accent. And just to make sure that the initial line that started things or ended things, depending how you want to look at it last week, is clear, I won't use the accent just yet, but I have decided to use one for this character. But at the end, a voice was heard over the shoulder of both Reyna and Zen. Conveniently, for plot reasons, they were sitting together with their back to the person. That said, Reyna and Zen in one place. How convenient. Zen, you have something I've been sent to find. And that was where we ended. And now we will continue once the DM clears his throat so he can talk properly with the person in question. As you all, I presume everyone whose back is to them is turning, especially since the two with their back completely turned are the ones that were specifically called out. Are you, in fact, all turning your
Yes.
attention to this voice? It is a male voice.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So-
I'm doing it.
Yes, sir.
So, as you turn your attention to them, I will put in the adventure chat what you see. Uh,
So I don't forget.
oops,
There
that's
we
not
go.
what I wanted to do at all. I actually want to save that image. 'Cause
Circle bottle.
I'm
Magic
truth.
water is always good.
Who's this mysterious stranger that has addressed some of our party members?
Yes.
There we go.
See them.
So, what you see, or who you see rather, is this person complete exactly the way you see them. I say that because you'll notice when you look at their attire that something is slightly missing. This is what they look like.
That's a good
Oh
sign.
my. We got a
Uh,
big boy.
this particular
Oh.
gentleman is very large height-wise as well. He looks probably human, but he's looking at him. There's a strong chance that while he's in the 2022 real world terms human presenting as far as how he appears, he's probably got some either Goliath or full-blown, maybe even full-blown giant in his blood somewhere, because he's about 7.5 feet tall.
Oh shit.
Oh my
Jesus
gosh.
Christ.
But he doesn't have the skin of a Goliath, so you figure he's at least half human because he does look human. Obviously, as you can see from the skin tone and the having hair, which Goliaths generally don't, unless they have magical means to get such. And he looks to you all and he says in his proper voice, now that I've developed it, as much as I appreciate that you have come all together to make my jobs easier, Zen, honestly, your book is secondary to me. You're about fifth on the list of my important jobs right now. Miss Reyna, on the other hand, your priority number one. I have spent
it was
many months looking for you.
You can't prove nothing.
I can actually definitely prove it. I have written records of every day I spent looking for you.
Okay, that's fair.
So
got
you're
me on that one.
just a bounty hunter?
That's one word for it. It's not the word I usually use. Bounty hunter sounds so like I want to be violent when I find people. I really
Oh,
have no interest in being violent with anyone. I'm just trying to find people when I'm asked. More of an
well,
investigator who can defend himself if needed.
Certainly look very investigative with your build.
I would say the same. And also, who sent you?
You're new in town, aren't you?
That is correct, sir.
I figured. Uh, Zen, Reina, well, really any of you, but you two I know the most about and what your experiences have been. You want to fill your uh, dark elf friend here in on what the answer to that question is going to be? I'm sure you can guess.
Well, I know who's looking for me. I don't know what it has to do with Zen,
I have no
my new
clue what
friend.
you want from me. You want a what? A book?
Well, as it happens, it is the book that you carry.
Yeah, but last time I checked, this is my book, and it don't got no value to you or anyone to my
It
knowledge.
it doesn't have value to me, but it does have value to the person that hired me to find it.
Can I know who
Honestly, of
that is?
course not.
I figured as much.
I'll be breaking confidentiality.
Why do I have a
Raina,
feeling?
Raina, in your case, it's not really confidential. Yeah, you're right. You can kind of guess.
I think we need to have a conversation if we're going to continue our adventures because I have a feeling you two are hiding something from the rest of us.
Everyone's always got something to hide.
Indeed. And especially when we have a huge threatening individual. No disrespect, sir, but he's here for a reason, and I don't think he's a type that plays around.
Oh yes, he very casually, without whether permission is given or not, sits down in one of the empty chairs.
So, yeah. Is there any way I could talk to such of an employer, at least towards me? Rain, I've no idea her situation, but I am at least interested in the hell wants my
There's
book.
no, there's no situation here.
Big, scary man says otherwise.
Yeah, I would have to agree. There's something going on here.
Speaking of, I didn't catch a name for you.
Ah, Jurgen. Jurgen Telos.
Jurgen. Oh, lovely to meet you.
And for the
Hopefully,
benefit of both you guys and the chat, because I have the chat up on my stream, this is how it's spelled.
gotcha.
And now that I have said that, I will give his token a tag. Yes. Well, Raina, before I respond to what Zen just said, you'll be happy to know, or at least I assume so, since apparently you've been on the run for a very long time.
Hmm.
I have not actually been asked to apprehend or bring you anywhere, simply to discover that you, in fact, are still living and where you have been.
I see. Is my sister well?
I assume so. I mostly got letters from her delivered by other people,
Okay, that sounds
but
like her
she
style.
did she did say that she was your sister, so I know that is who I'm working for. But I only met her once. She seemed fine.
She's a busy lady.
Seemed to have a couple of pretty decent scars similar to mine, like she'd been in some scraps.
If it's your sister, then we have nothing to worry about, right?
Oh, you
You see,
don't know my family.
Oh,
you see, Jurgen just sort of looks at Rada and chuckles and goes, "They don't know, do they?"
It's a long story.
Well, we have time. We have some
Oh,
wine and beer. Why don't you explain? Because again, this individual seems like he's here for a mission, and don't think he's going to take no for an answer.
by no
Tell us
means.
your
I
tale.
Also probably
I deny
lenient
all
to beer.
allegations.
I literally haven't made any indication that I'm here for anything other than to know to locate an object and a person, which I have done.
Okay,
Well, the
then,
good thing is we don't see
then
them
never
coming.
mind.
So you're not here to beat the hell out of us.
I hope not.
No, although I could if I wanted to.
I don't doubt that with the people here.
Okay, let's go with the plan A.
What is plan A?
Yeah, what's plan A?
Not getting beat up.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that
let's
sounds like a good
definitely
idea.
do that.
I
Yeah,
am.
yeah.
Listen, I will be perfectly honest with you. Most of the scars I have, and I realize they are many. Uh, most of those fights I did not pick. One or two I did; those were personal ones. But any job-related ones, people weren't willing to talk and just attacked me.
Ah.
People are not smart sometimes.
Yes, it did not go
Yeah,
well for
no.
them,
Oh, I
especially when I showed them what I can actually do.
Oh, yes, I'm pretty sure. What we could do is just let you three talk and the rest of us leave. I mean, if you'd like that.
I don't know. This is getting pretty interesting. Like it turns out, two of our, I'd say, coworkers seem to be hiding stuff that may or may not be important.
Yeah, and I do want to know what they're hiding. I knew I couldn't trust someone who wears a mask. My father always said someone who's wearing a mask is someone who's hiding something. And obviously, it's
I
come
don't,
true.
I don't willingly wear a mask. It's something burdened on me.
Spicy.
And then this feline is not of nobility as my clan, so I don't trust her either.
Well,
She is
I'm
very,
of the.
she is
I
very
have,
much of a city folk nobility.
Ah, city dwellers. I hear about them.
So, Mr.
Mhm.
Jurgen, or Mr. Telos,
Jurgen
uh,
is fine. I am
Jurgen,
very informal.
sure. Uh, is that all you came here for? Simply an A-OK, then off on your own way?
I mean, I'd rather leave with the book while I'm at it, but I'm not really in the mood to kill a kid over it.
oh,
That's a fair son. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
rather not be in a fight either.
The main objective was to locate who had it. Uh, the only reason I even know as much about you as I do is because you were the last known person to have it. I could have found it on anyone if you didn't have it anymore.
Who else would have had this book?
I don't know. You could have sold it, given it away. You could have been dead by the time I found you.
Remind me, what's important about this book again?
Yeah,
Don't ask
exactly.
me. I
Yeah,
have
I'd
no
like to know.
idea. It's full of nonsense.
Obviously,
I believe that I believe that it is important. I don't know exactly what's in it, but I've heard it has some magical nature that someone is interested in.
Magic.
magic.
Interesting.
and why would one carry such a book if they don't know what it is?
I don't. I know someone who does.
Okay, who?
A friend. They go by Talia.
Talia.
They
Interesting.
know more about the book than I do.
And fine sir, would you like us, since these two know you far better than I, would you want us to get you a drink so you could perhaps relax a little bit more?
Oh, these two have no idea who I am. This is the first time we've ever seen each other.
Yep.
I've just been given information from the people who hired me to locate them.
I do think it's rude that he does not join us and drink. We're in a
Oh,
tavern.
I'm already sitting at the table in front of you with a drink. He's literally sitting across from you.
Oh, okay.
Literally, if you look at the actual mechanical player map, he's sitting directly across from Elvis.
Oh,
Oh, I see. Welcome,
No,
friend.
yes, I sometimes take different approaches to my jobs depending on who's asking for the job and what they want. I figured this time I would just straight up introduce myself. I honestly feel kind of bad for Reina that she's still being followed after all this time. And Zen, like I said, I only really know you exist because you have the book. So
Uh, could I get an address? It's something. I once again am not willing to depart with a book which I have no I don't know why they want this. If you could give me a place I could meet them, a place to give someone the book, at least talk it over, that would be something I would much prefer.
Can we
Uh,
see the book? But since we're talking about it so much, can you just not put it on the table so we can all see it?
I
would.
prefer to keep it on me.
That's what I was gonna say. It does sound
Yeah.
the most importance, but seeing how, a guy here to inquire about the books here might not be the best moves then.
it is quite all. It's quite all right.
Another thing too,
Um,
we have a cleric of the faith. Perhaps they can take a quick glance to make sure it's nothing of a dynamic nature.
Like I said, my friend knows of its nature enough to know it's not of extreme danger.
Mm.
Oh, I can also tell you that the person who wants it knows exactly what it is.
Okay. I just have a
Love
weird
to talk to this
feeling
person.
that we're not being truthful
I
to each
can
other.
I can arrange that. I can't give you a set location because we met in multiple places.
That
They
is fair.
tend, but I can potentially arrange a meeting. They said they were open to that. If this is where you specifically come in, I was told to find the book and hopefully you with it. And if I did find you with it and you wanted to meet, they said they are open to that.
They asked for me.
In a manner of speaking, they said they were particularly wanted the book, but if I happened to find you as the one still with it, that would be preferred.
I don't know why anyone would want this. It's okay. All right. Yes, if you could arrange something like that, that would be wonderful. In fact,
Where are
I
we going
will.
to meet these people? Because I
I
don't
will
like
have
the
to
way
get.
this is
I will
going.
have to get a location from them. They decide the location.
Perhaps somewhere
all right.
like a town square where we're a little bit more visible.
Oh, it'll be public. Yes, always in public.
Oh, good, good.
I mean, you're quite in public right now, but
That's
you know.
correct.
But yes, it will definitely be somewhere like this that you can sit down and have a conversation with lots of people nearby.
Perfect.
That's assuming I bring everyone else, and I don't prefer to go myself.
Secretive.
That would be honestly with the bit that I do know about it, that would be fascinating to see you try to go by yourself.
It's a idea, not something I would genuinely ponder, but it is an idea. I prefer to have at least someone there with me in case things go south. Not that I hope they do.
Well, you know that we've helped you once before, so I'm willing to help you, especially if we get to meet some more interesting characters. What do you feel about it, cleric and rogue?
Which rogue?
You.
Uh,
We already know Rena over here is knows these individuals, but you, what do you feel about this?
In my opinion, Zen's completely insane. You remember like how he acted in that
Ah,
encounter we had. He is if he goes alone anywhere, he's either going to cause a casualty or he's going to screw up somehow. I feel
yeah.
like we should
Oh,
go
wow.
with him.
I
And I
agree
mean
with.
this in no offense. I'm just saying you're insane.
And I
Yeah,
will
I
take
agree with
severe
Leo.
offense to that.
You do
Wow,
agree.
you just throw me under the bus like that.
Well, good sir, you did
You
get it.
shouldn't.
I did take a nice arrow in the middle of my chest plate, and then poor human here, all passed out, almost bleeding out, thanks to your adventurous ways. So yeah, I could see, understand why they're a little angry. And besides, if I remember right, you really didn't take much damage at all.
I got slashed in the chest. That kind of hurt.
Did it?
Do I have
Uh,
to settle this? I was watching from the trees.
oh,
I can literally tell you everything that happened.
I think arguing.
I'm not.
It was actually hilarious.
Uh, I think arguing ourselves and I do enjoy the company. I don't have many acquaintances in the large city like this, so it'd be kind of cool to continue our little escapades. But do have a concern about you two. I feel you both are hiding valuable information from us, and if we are going to actually be working together and friends, you need to come clean with us.
My story's a long story, not one of these of much clarity.
Hmm.
And speaking of stories, I must walk away for a moment. I need to deal with something.
Okay.
And imagine Zen would just, for anyone paying enough attention, his eyes would flip colors as he walks away to this Hazel, as he walks away shuffling through his bag and to her. Is there a bathroom in here?
I mean, yeah, there probably be like an outhouse outside.
Yeah, I would
but
say an outhouse.
Oh, then in that case, he'd probably just walk outside and lean up against the wall, or she would, because
Hmm.
and he would be probably shuffling through the book because he's a little worried.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting.
So, Miss Reina, as the current guest of honor, all I am currently required is to tell her that you have been located. Contract said nothing about telling her exactly how to find you, and I don't intend to. Your reason for being not wanting to be found is just as valid to me as her reason for wanting to find you. So I'm not getting in the middle of that. Unless she specifically wanted me to bring you to her, I wasn't. I'm just telling her that you exist still.
Well, I don't think there's anything I can do to prevent that. She'll eventually figure it out.
Yes, and honestly, you're probably better off if I deliver that, because again, I'm going very, very specific to the contract, and all she asked for was confirmation of being alive.
Okay, so she wants me to know that she knows that I know that she knows. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
Mm.
per Mr. Zen's request, I'm going to go set up that meeting
Good.
with the person that he needs to speak to. I will see you all soon.
Will we be meeting the sister in question here?
Oh, absolutely not.
Ah, family troubles. Interesting.
I will absolutely not have that on my conscience.
Reina, what do you have to say for that?
There's a difference? Or what?
You were not going to be meeting your sister. Why don't you tell us more about her? Why is
Oh yeah, that's normal. So not every family is that close. That this is totally normal, guys.
is it?
It is. Yeah, I don't know what it's like when you're in your family, but we aren't very close. We don't see eye to eye.
Okay. And what is she looking for? Why is she looking for you then?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe she misses me.
Could be. You don't owe her money, do you? You seem like a scoundrel to me.
Wow, that's rude, sir. She's
Uh,
obsessed. It's
I'm
an
not a
obsession.
sir.
It's not my fault. It's her. Oh,
Huh.
you're right, Madam
Sorry.
Drow.
Okay, perhaps that was a bit
Forgot.
harsh, but yeah, you just seem like the type that has the opportunity of having a little bit loose fingers.
You'd see
Oh
leaning
no, I am
leaning
no
towards
thief.
the alcohol.
I wish to be a
I
soul knife.
can't make pigeon noises like some famous D&D show, so we'll just have to go with this. Metagaming. Metagaming.
That's perfectly fine.
I'm training for. Wait, what?
I was making fun of the fact that Melphis is supposed to have met like 10 people in her life and somehow can tell you're a rogue.
Oh, well, I think she
Read a lot of
already.
books.
We've been fighting, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
you mean
Yeah.
in his life?
And then the druid's father would definitely have given her a little bit of a crash course on people's personalities. Perhaps it's a good little warning. But yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be too judgmental as someone who's pretty naive.
I got your pigeon noises. Or is that dove?
There we go. No, that was
We're
mostly
getting
just
there.
a joke. That was mostly just a joke thing, anyway. I just wanted an excuse to reference metagaming pigeon.
Ah,
I like that.
So Jurgen just looks at you and goes, obviously, if I want to get paid, and as you can guess, with your sister's income and offer, I want to get paid. I do have to confirm that I found you. However, the rest of your secret is safe with me. As far as where I found you. On that note, I need to go set up a meeting for Zen. So, I will see all of you soon. Don't worry, I have ways to find you again.
Yeah, I can
oh, I
believe
hope
that.
that's interesting. Is that kind of.
Is that a threat or a promise?
Yeah.
He found us once.
Hold on. Please, Leonides, please repeat what you said.
I said, is that a threat or a promise?
He turns to you, gives a wink, and goes, "Yes."
Oh yes.
Oh.
Okay. Watch your
Ah.
back.
And then he takes off out the door. Zen, or whoever Zen is at the moment, is currently lost in the book outside and does not see someone pass them.
Wouldn't
The
care
rest
either
of
way.
you, I was originally just leaving them at the table, so I didn't have to move too many tokens, but now it's time to move them. Coming down the path, you see at the top of the map there. On my stream, you might not quite see much of the top of the map because I had to shrink it to fit the overlay that I wanted to do. But there is a small path at the top of the map, which is just basically the walkway to the building. And in walks another leafy-looking person. Robo, please describe what they see. As obviously the art will only do so much. Robo,
Robo, you good?
Yeah.
please describe your character. You've just walked into the tavern.
Oh, he doesn't have the page for it.
I found it.
There you go.
That's good because I'm only allowed to sing 10 seconds of a song on Twitch before I can get DMCA'd.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you can get DMCA'd for one. Let me find some copyrighted music.
Oops.
And Leonides is now kicked out of my game. Not yet. If you play copyrighted music and it over and I get DMCA'd, then you'll be kicked out. In the meantime, Robo.
They see a kind of like an old person walk in, like with gray skin, white hair, and leaves in his hair and beard, and like long ears.
Fantastic. I'm assuming because I know what's on your character sheet, they're pretty small.
Mm-hmm.
Groovy. So y'all see a deep gnome walk in, looking pretty foresty.
Interesting. Interesting. At first glance, I actually thought you could potentially be a drow, but you're not. But I definitely can sense the nature and that you are indeed a druid. Am I not? Am I correct, good sir?
Indeed, you are.
I am also a druid, Circle of the Moon, just as of recently, and it's good to make your acquaintance.
Same with you.
Thank you, thank you. Wow, this is actually, besides clans, my clan, this is the first actual druid I've met on my trip to the city. Perhaps we can get a beer and discuss some your training, what you're specialized in. By the way, what's your name?
Why the Robo?
Why the Robo? Quite interesting. Yes, yes. I hope you don't mind my questions, but like I said, I'm rather new to the city. I don't know too many druids, and making an acquaintance with one is actually great. Great. I can't wait for us to talk. Oh, forgive me. Let me introduce you to my friends here. The human is what was your name again? I always forget. That's your cue, underpaid.
Oh, sorry, I was checking something. My name's Leonides. Who is this again? Who is this small thing?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry, I was too busy getting drunk to pay attention to anything.
Yeah, believe me, he's not telling a lie. He's quite fond of the bottle.
I grew up around the bottle. You can't blame me.
And we also have a cleric here. they are quite been quite informative of her healing abilities, and I'll let her introduce themselves.
I'm Amaya. Nice to meet you. You said your name was Swobo?
Mhm.
Nice to meet you.
And the tall feline is oh, go ahead, introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm a Reina Domino, and I've come here. I've come to make my own fortune since I don't want to be dependent upon my family anymore. And I want to use my skills here and get a lot of training and learn a lot.
And the batshit crazy person you saw outside was Zen.
Yes. Oh, by the way, is Zen still with us, Paul?
Oh, yeah, is he okay?
Zen's outside.
Okay.
He'd walk in a moment, but
Alright.
he's studying.
But yes, if you want, you could if you have some time, we could you could join our group. We're about to leave, but we're off to a meeting. But I don't know if Robo, I think.
The meeting hasn't been set yet.
Oh,
He has been off
hasn't
to
it?
set it. However, everyone give me a perception check.
Okay.
Including me.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, you have advantage on it.
Oh, great. Something outside's happening.
I got a nat
Alright.
20.
Perception check. Hold on.
Jesus Christ, I got a 5 plus.
I got a
0.
dirty 20.
When I opened my
Plus-
I got a 14.
Robo's
when I
image has
opened my
disappeared.
thing. Oh,
Robo has also disappeared.
Ooh, is that bad?
oh.
Deep gnomes are mostly forces of good in the Underdark. Okay, good.
Oh, the Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi.
Oh, did he disappear? Oh, that sucks.
I believe in you.
A
A
dirty
12.
20, a 12.
And I got a 14,
I
by the way.
Yeah, whenever I ask you for rolls, also type them in chat for me, please.
I almost forgot. Yeah, Lee needs is too drunk. He got a 5.
Oh, by
Oh,
the way,
no.
since we're waiting for Robo, oh, he's
Someone's
back.
back.
I am super tired of proceeded rolling natural 20s.
No, when
What
I
is,
opened the thing, I got a nat 1 at first, but that was like 5 minutes ago. So I was happy I didn't just open it.
Look, proceeds like PFP is the messiah. He has God on his
Yes.
side.
Yes, I do.
You'd have to play one shot to get that one, kids.
Yep.
Let's take a look at the roll. 25. Okay. So, Zen and Amaya. Amaya, you peek out the window at just the right moment. And Zen, you literally see it come flying past you into the open window to your right. Through the open window comes a little bird, specifically an owl. And it hovers above your table. Something caught between its feet, taloned feet, drops it, and then flies back out.
Owlicious?
Zen will walk in. Or, yeah.
It appears to be a piece of parchment.
My question is, why now at day? Don't they have aren't they night things? Night birds?
Give me an Arcana check, whoever wants to.
A what check?
Arcana.
Arcana?
16.
Let me look at Arcana. Oh, my Arcana is going to be 17. Let me put it in chat.
I have absolutely no right to roll for this.
Wow.
No.
I mean, you know that owls are typically night birds. Being drunk doesn't stop that. So,
Yeah.
you know something's weird about it. You
Yeah,
know
I guess
enough
so.
about it to roll.
Yeah, probably. I got a 14 plus 0.
That's fine. I just need the total.
Yeah. That's just 14 total.
So yeah, I don't know if Rain is going to bother rolling or not. Like I said, it's also a character choice. You don't have to, but it's a common enough. An owl is a common enough thing that to see one in the daytime would generally be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like,
Wait.
that's
am I-
odd. Oh, is that a 2?
Wait, am I seeing it wrong? Why is the bird a day?
Did you get a
20.
Did you say 20? So all of you definitely passed this
rolling?
one. Because
Oh,
it
it's
was not a
gone back-
very,
no,
it was
two.
not a super high DC for this.
It went back to a 2.
So what's your total then?
Okay, was that investigation?
Arcana.
No,
That was
Arcana.
Arcana.
+1, 3.
Okay. So
Mina, let me just rub it in your face that a drunkard rolled higher than you.
Rand under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
oh, don't
fair.
worry. Oh,
Owls?
don't
What
worry.
even are they?
Don't worry. We're gonna get to your drunkenness in a few minutes.
The drunk beat me.
Oh no.
I haven't forgotten how much you've said you're
by the-
drinking.
By the
Oh,
way,
no.
Paul, drunkenness. I've watched some D&D streams just to get a gist of it. Why does drunkenness affect your stats to hit, or if you get rolled drunk?
It's DM discretion.
Oh.
So basically, I should
Basically-
have shut up.
Yeah, probably.
Oh well, I was having
Um,
fun.
Yeah. So Raina, you're sort of like you still can tell something's off about it. It's obvious. It's an owl in the daytime, but you're not quite picking it up. The rest of you, which actually makes sense because as a rogue, you're not particularly magically inclined. Leonid's just got lucky. I figure he's probably actually benefiting from being drunk in this case because he's seeing trails.
I see the colors.
But the rest of you, whether arcane casters, nature casters, or clerical casters, it doesn't matter. Magic is magic to an extent. They come from different sources, but at the end of the day, magic as a function is still magic. That was definitely a familiar. That was not a normal owl.
Ah.
That was a magically summoned owl.
So we can
With-
then make a note of that. Then.
With that knowledge, can I just snatch up whatever they dropped?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I will
It's a,
snatch.
it's basically an envelope.
It is already in my hands. I'll snatch up as fast as possible.
Zen, you sure grabbed that quickly. Do you mind sharing with the group here?
He would not even acknowledge your existence.
Oh, and by the way,
Oh.
Zen, you're quite rude. You did not introduce yourself to Robo.
Honestly, he'd be kind of just like unfolding this note and not even paying attention to anything you're saying.
Yeah.
Don't
So,
be rude, you
um,
maniac.
So, for the benefit of the players to reread later if they so choose, and also, again, because of the way I have my stream set up, I'm actually going to type this out for you in the group in the adventure chat.
Oh, by the way, out of character, Robo, what is your druid's calling? I'm Moon. What are you going with?
I went with land.
Oh, and Mighty Paul, what is the land druid, by the way? Are they more into nature and I'm assuming in healing?
So typically, I mean, there's a bunch of subclasses, but of the two land and moon main ones, moon tends to focus more on the shape shifting, and land tends to be focused more on like the spell casting side of things.
Ah, nice. So they will complement each other. Perfect, perfect.
Yeah, like I haven't looked at the full land one in a while, but I think they get certain like based on what terrain of land they pick for their abilities, they get like bonus damage to certain spells and stuff like that.
Oh, wow,
That's
the druid's
that
fascinating.
that type of thing at least.
Oh, thinking of which, Mina, I was watching your stream. Was it the last time you streamed the other day? And your husband said his favorite is the druid, right? In D&D.
Oh yeah, he does play that a lot.
Yeah, you were giving him a hard time or he was giving you a hard time that you're always rogue.
Yeah,
And
he
then you
does.
said, "Well, you're always druid." And he goes, "Oh, no, I've played this before and that before."
Mhm.
It was funny.
He's full
But
of it. Plus, I like
but-
Wild Mage and Monk and a bunch of others.
Oh, but Mina, we will need to get you to play other characters on these mini adventures in the future, one shots and all that.
Okay. Sorry, I'm
Heck
just trying to
yeah.
think. I'm telling you, I know what I'm trying to put in this, but I didn't pre-type it. I just know what I wanted to say, and now I'm trying to remember the specific actual like word I want to use. Not
Interesting. I didn't know that,
colleague.
Lord.
Not colleague. What is the word I'm thinking of?
Associate?
That's the one.
By the way, I think Robo's character is probably we're all very cool, but Robo's is very interesting because it does look like a elf It has the big nose, by the way, which it
Yeah.
seems the characteristic of the deep gnomes.
The schnoz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
but
cool
it's
detail.
pretty cool. Yeah,
Killer is doing an awesome job.
yeah, Killer did an excellent job, and I hope you give them
Mhm.
special privileges on your stream, Mina.
Fuck yeah, they're the best.
Yeah, they did a great job, and I love the leaves around me. And you notice how Robo has leaves too.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was in his reference art.
Ah, nice.
And it looks really good for druid stuff.
By the way, Paul, would a fellow druid recognize another fellow druid like my drow did?
You'd certainly be likely to notice signs that there were probably someone
perfect.
woodsy,
Alright.
whether druid or ranger. But in your case, since you've mostly just dealt with your own clan, druid would be what I would be fine with you assuming that.
Perfect. Good.
It fits the character to assume anyone with any woods to them is going to be a druid.
And I'm actually happy we have two druids in this party. It's gonna be fun. Robo will strike him down with a fist of fury, and I will have a fist of fury up front and personal.
I'm just assuming
Ooh,
that Lee
fancy.
needs right now in his drunkenness is just
There we go.
playing with like the loot he got
Let's
from the
look at
previous
what
battle.
friend. We have another job for you if you're interested in making more coin. You may even get some extra materials from an associate of mine. If you're interested, please meet Giles at the Woody.
The Windy.
Windy Wolf in the
I was gonna
Iron.
say Woody
Good job,
Woodpecker.
Memphis.
I know, right? In the Iron District. Okay.
My character would they'd read this, throw it on the table, and just sit back and read their book. They'd be sitting in they have their legs like crisscrossed like on the chair. And they have the book in their lap, just flipping through the pages. Once again, not acknowledging any of you exist.
Oh, a quick thing, chat. Killer, are you the one who did all this amazing art for us?
Killer says hi.
I'll pick up
I
the.
think Killer's.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Killer, so much. I love all the details. I love the druid portraits the best, of course.
I owe you a hydrate, Robo. I'll have to wait till I call for the mid-game break because I ran out of drink.
Yeah, you did a
Nice.
great job, Killer, and we're really appreciative. And also, chat says Lord Aush said, Robo, you and I also share the Druid language that we could talk to ourselves, and so these eavesdroppers won't understand.
Laughs and thieves can't.
Nice.
And by the way, how does that work in D&D from a role-playing perspective? Do we just talk and we say it's in that language, and others
Yeah,
just
you
don't
just say I'm speaking in Druidic and directing it at so and so, and then they can either choose to and then Robo would, if they wanted to, would say I'm also responding in Druidic, and then you just speak normally.
All right, cool. Just wondering. And
That's
then
why it's important. That's why it's important for players to make sure they're paying attention.
yes, and then the others would pretend that they didn't understand.
Yes.
Awesome.
I was about to say, I believe my two extra languages, one from my rogue class is thieves can't, but I'm pretty sure I chose Elvish as my other language besides Common.
And believe it or not, my druid does not know the elf tongues. So
You'll learn later why I know Elvish and why I chose it.
And you'll learn later why she doesn't know it either.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see why Underpaid's character is going to know it. Because to me, then again, he might be a ladies' man, and maybe he had a fondness of female elves. Who knows?
I'm not gonna say Elvish is the second most common language in most D&D settings, right after Common itself, but it is.
Is it? Oh,
yes, it is very common.
I suddenly feel a lot less special.
I'd also like to
It's a good choice.
bring us back into the game. So Zen, Zen's play Shadow and I know better, but as far as you're concerned, the rest of you, Zen has just snatched up this note, seemingly read it, slammed it back on the table, and is now cross-legged and is now yoga sitting on the chair and paying no attention to anyone reading this book. The paper is now open for the rest of you to look at if you wish.
All right. Well, I see that there's coin involved, and this is all I need to know. Zen, are you not interested in coming with us?
Not what? Huh?
Leany's
No
just still
mission
trying to...
money.
I don't know. I don't know.
Interesting.
Are you, are you okay? Do you need to go to clinic?
No, I'm fine.
Dear.
I'm just reading my book.
They do say extra materials. I'm more interested in what kind of materials they're talking about. And I also would like to meet this individual. And by the way, Robo, would you like to accompany us? I would love to have a fellow druid companion to talk to.
Sure.
Oh, perfect. None of you mind, I hope.
Oh, not another one.
Not another what? Druid?
Oh.
No, Leonides is too drunk to like really
Oh.
make a coherent sentence.
And don't mind him. He
Leonides probably thinks Robo's just a really short like Dro or something, and he's already on a bad standing with Melphis. So
Do you think he's a small dark elf? A small drow?
is he not?
Oh no, he's not a
Short.
drow.
He's just short.
Insert Jeopardy music.
Oh, Robo's gone. Oh no, Robo's back. No, Robo, why don't you
I never
tell
left.
why do you tell him what you are? He's obviously ignorant.
I'm not ignorant. I'm drunk.
Mm.
Just drunk enough to realize I'm drunk.
Dude, I love his character art with this.
Leonides. On a scale of 1 to 5, how drunk are you?
Probably on a 1 to 5, I'd probably say 3. Not like incapable of like probably I'm not gonna like be able to immediately snap out of it or anything if the time needs, but at the same time, like I'm not gonna be too inefficient maybe. But at the same time, I'm still slurring my words, so don't rely on me too much.
You're at the point of slurring, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm probably over exaggerating in like speaking, but still, and and also in perception probably.
Okay. Good to know.
Yep. Feel free to abuse Leonides
Good
with
to
that
know.
information as you will.
His perception comes and goes.
Yeah, I
He's-
did better than a cat.
Throughout the night, he's just gonna black
bit.
out.
True.
5. Yeah.
But
So-
I don't think Robo is
Oh,
a
go ahead.
drow. Again, I have never seen a drow, besides obviously myself. But he doesn't have quite our characteristics. I could be mistaken, but he's too old. Oh, forgive me, of an older gentleman. So I don't
Oh,
think.
he's a deep gnome. I read about them a bunch.
Ah, a deep gnome. We had
I'd
actual.
assume, anyways.
Just common.
Gnome.
Are you a deep gnome, Robo?
Indeed, I am.
Ah, perfect.
Okay.
By the way, DM, out of character, how common are gnomes in D&D?
Exceptionally, they're about the fourth or fifth most common race
Oh,
out of like the 30 something available.
Okay,
What
then.
gnomes, but also deep gnomes?
Oh yeah, how common are deep gnomes?
Well, that still fairly, but it also depends on the region. But since I made it up, pretty much all gnomes are common in my world.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Actually, even I have seen some gnomes. They're quite friendly sort, and also they are quite friends with our dwarvian partners. So yeah, I've seen some gnomes. Never a deep gnome, mind you, but definitely seen some of your brethren, some of your kin.
Leonides would probably still be squinting at Robo, trying to slowly realizing, oh, did they say gnome? I think they said gnome.
Wow, we could tell your character's gonna be fun. Proceeded.
Nice.
Actually, does Proceeded have anything to say right now, or
Yeah, proceeded is kind of quiet.
I don't know if you meant to say underpaid or Proceeded because Proceeded hasn't said anything in low,
Yeah,
or unless they posted something in Tavern I didn't see.
I did not.
All right.
If you're posting in character stuff, it's supposed to be in adventures anyway.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, if you're doing anything text chatty and it's supposed to be by your character, please put it in adventure chat.
Okay.
That's what it's there for.
We should
Ah.
probably get going. Can't stay here forever. I would, but I don't know. We should probably do something.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could get
we
going.
we need money to pay for our stays.
I also need
Right.
money for alcohol.
Well,
The-
since
the,
you've been
uh,
True.
consuming most of it, why don't you be a generous lad and pay for all of ours?
Yeah, that's not. Hey, wait a minute. That
That sounds fair.
Lee needs takes a moment to like think about this. Wait, what? No.
How much
screw-
would it be to pay for it?
If not tons, you guys. It's not like you guys. Or it's not like anybody ordered like top of the shelf shit at your
Nothing
level.
fancy.
You ordered like some ale and cheap wine, it'd be like maybe a gold piece at most for everybody. And that's only because Leonides drank so much.
Ah, you
That sounds
see?
about right.
Then
Oh.
my character would reach in their bag and just very gently put a gold coin at the center of the table. There you go. That'll do it.
Very generous of you, Zen. I was thinking Leonese should pay for it since I think he's consumed over 95% of the alcohol tonight, but
What do you
It's
mean?
very
I'm not
nice.
drunk. You're drunk.
oh,
That's quite lovely. You must have a very wealthy family.
yes.
Leonides,
I-
I'm gonna need a con save.
Con save.
Oh,
Oh, that scares me.
Oh.
he's
Con-
just drunk, right?
Constitution, right? You mean or con?
Yeah,
In this?
yeah.
Yeah.
Con is when I say con, it's short for Constitution.
9 plus 2, 11.
That doesn't look good.
You should probably head outside before you puke on this table.
Oh,
Leonides kind of his cheeks puff up with vomit, and I kind of quickly stumble outside.
Yeah, you rolled. You didn't quite beat the DC to not puke, but you rolled high enough that you managed to control it and get outside first.
Nice. I would have
Mission
ruined a note.
successful.
You just hear like a sloshing sound from outside.
Oh,
From behind the bar, you guys just hear. Oh, for fuck's sakes! I'm gonna have to clean the walkway.
I guess I would be on the walkway here, wouldn't I? Yeah,
I hope his dinner wasn't very expensive.
I didn't.
Hopefully.
You guys have been here for a couple hours, and I didn't see him eat nothing.
oh my god.
Look, trust me, alcohol is
tracks.
filling enough.
By the way, what would in D&D, what would an average meal really be? Obviously not burgers and pizzas and shit like that, but what would
I mean, in D&D, you can literally make whatever you want, really. But these quote unquote traditional, it's basically medieval fantasy is the sort of baseline for D&D. So like mutton chops and things like that,
Ham.
Turkey leg.
turkey leg.
Mm,
Interesting.
Fine,
That being said, I am absolutely not opposed to the fact to letting you know that in the world of Mirtoth, tacos exist.
Oh, tacos.
Do I have time for a goose egg omelet?
No,
I
think
would
you need a
I
bit
would
more.
say yes, but I'd also can remember that you're on a bit of a clock if you want to get that job.
Okay, eat and run. Let's go.
With that, my
Understood.
character would walk
I have
over to
no
the
idea
bar,
if Leonides
hand
is
up
ready
the
or
gold
not.
coin, and just there you go. That should.
I'll throw
do you
him
need
a
to?
napkin, a handkerchief.
Leonides kind of just walks back in and says, "I think I feel better."
Oh, you surely don't smell better.
Screw off, Drip.
Yeah, so if you order food here, basically, what my pal read in my chat said is basically exactly what happens. He hears your Ronan, the bartender slash owner, hears that you're in a hurry, and basically rolls it up into a breakfast burrito and hands it to you.
There you go.
Nice.
Perfect.
So yeah, you guys can eat and whatnot. It's like I haven't settled on all of the details yet, but it's like 2 silver to eat. It's not super expensive.
I didn't know they had
I'd say
Taco Bell.
My
in
character would
town.
probably just hand the bartender 2 gold, just to pay for
Yeah,
everything.
that'll cover everything. especially since you guys are also spent your last night in the inn portion upstairs, so you already paid. So you're basically just buying yourself extra food at this point.
Yep.
So yeah, everyone is able to get sorted. Leonides, you actually do get a little bit better afterwards. You had probably gotten to about a 4 by the time I made you roll. You're back to a 3 now.
Oh, so
On the
that
drunk
means that
scale.
so that means I only have that means my perception's now just a little bit impaired, and I'm still slurring now.
I haven't said anything about what the mechanics involved are. You'll
I don't-
find out when you need to.
Oh, okay then. I was just making an assumption, but I'll just leave it to you and just shut up about it.
You guys, all you guys that are from town, know the various areas you spent time here. It's not hard to get to the Iron District. There's 4 major districts. There's the Iron District, the Bronze District, the Silver District, and the Gold District. You can pretty much guess what those are. The Iron District is kind of more on the outskirts of town. Not like outside of the city walls, but it's like right near the walls. It's where it's not like a bad area or anything, but it's where all the farmers and stuff live. It's the cheap people's area.
That's where the
Uh,
poor people live.
yeah, pretty much. It's where it's where the people that it mechanically D&D would call commoners live,
Oh, the
The
commoners.
common folk.
as opposed to like upper. Well, I mean, technically upper middle class and stuff would still be considered commoners mechanically, but it's where the real commoners live. So you easily make it there. I'm not going to bother with a map for this. It's a short scene. You're given a job. Giles says hi. It literally is just a plot point to move the plot forward. It is not worth having the full conversation over. You are about to have another chance to converse with someone new, however, as you are asked to stop in to meet the previously mentioned acquaintance at the store that they operate. Their store is called Hyuk Hyuk's Heroic Horde.
Interesting name.
Yuck, yuck. Am I saying that right?
Yes, Hyuk Hyuk, as in the sound Goofy makes, but without the Goofy voice on it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Leonese is not going to be able to pronounce that right now with the slur.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
true.
Now, I will ask, the walk here was about a half hour. Were you drinking all the way?
I'd assume that the party probably have prevented me, like kind of thinking a bit more positively. So basically no, I probably wasn't
Okay.
drinking on the way.
Okay. I was going to ask because if you said yes, there would have been rather humorous consequences, but
Oh,
that's
no.
okay.
Humorous.
Yeah, so you're
I
fine.
should have though. In that case,
No, it's literally just a goofy, silly thing.
yeah.
I will use it at some point. You drink that. You drink too much for me not to get to at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, you arrive. You are now in the. You are now back in the Gold District. Actually, this is you're back in the Gold District. This is near where her own house was. You figure even though you've been to her house before, she's kind of getting you to go to the Iron District because that's where she normally does her official business. Is through Giles at the bar, probably. So let me load the next map.
New map.
Giles sounds like an interesting chap.
He's a great guy. So lovely.
And
So
Robo's
as you
back.
enter the front doors of Hyuk Hyuk's Heroic Horde, this is where you find yourself. You walk in, and the top half of the middle shelves are back to back. They all seem to have various forms of potions and other liquid concoctions, and other materials therein. Eyeballs, toenails, things like that.
Oh, fancy.
Along the top side or top side of the map, or to your left as you come in the door as characters. I'll put all your tokens down in a minute. But for now, to the top side, the shelves that ring the outside of the walls on the top side are all filled with various scrolls and books and maps that seem to be for sale. All this stuff appears to be for sale. Down along the bottom, you notice weapon and armor racks. Also, everything seems to have a price tag on it. And the most noticeable thing is along the back wall, behind the counter, are 3 large sets of plate armor. That seems specifically kept behind the counter.
Interesting.
Is there anything else weird about the armor?
Well, how do you? What do you want to you? What kind of weird are you looking for?
I'm saying, is there anything like out of place with them? Does it seem like they have a purpose?
Well, in that case, yeah,
The
unfortunately
purpose of being sold.
Fortunately, I didn't quite line this particular map up well with the internal grid of Valverde, but it's fine. It's a store. It's not like you're gonna get into a fight here.
No, yeah, but
You expect too little of us.
Yeah.
Not much would be
Well, this is an
nice.
You
interesting
expect way too
store.
little
I
of us.
believe this is a place where they sell magical items and spells. Interesting. I wonder if they anything of the druid nature.
Yeah. So back to before we continue the role play that you just started, which thank you for starting that. It was Leonides that was curious.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
curious because the huge sets of plate armor that kind of looks a little weird.
Yeah, I mean they're not like 30 feet tall or anything, but they're probably about the same size as Jurgen was, like 7 to 8 feet tall.
Oh,
If you want to, you can give me a perception check to see if there's anything from super noticeable, but otherwise, to get any real detail, you'll probably end up having to go a little closer.
All right, I wouldn't mind rolling perception quick.
Sure, go for it.
14. Let me put it in the adventures.
Yeah. So you as you're examining things, from that distance with that roll number, nothing. I mean, they're on the tall end, so you figure whoever they're built for, probably pretty big. But other than that, it's hard to tell if from across this big of a building, it's hard to tell if they're even actually built for anyone or if they're literally just like suits of armor on display.
I don't
So is there
trust.
anyone at the
I
other
don't
end of the
trust him.
counter?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. For much the same reasons as previously discussed, we will just go with a generic token for them. But I will show you an actual artwork for them.
Unidentified humanoid.
My character would be in heaven right now. They would be so appeased. They would dart towards whoever's at the other side of the counter.
Standing pretty much dead center of the counter, as you can see on the map there, you all see this very obviously standing on some sort of footstool. You see. Well, if you look at the actual map, I ended the elements that I had to build the map with in my map building program. There wasn't a perfect way to make one of those like bar flip doors, so I just sort of put a normal like door in there to show that there's a gap in the rest of the wood. But essentially, it's one of those flip doors that servers use in a bar.
Make do with what you got.
And so you can actually literally because that flip door is there, you can actually the rest of it is like solid all the way to the floor, like an actual desk type thing. But here where the door has to flip open, you can literally, to make room for somebody to walk, obviously it has to be hollow underneath. You can see a footstool under this guy's what you assume is probably a guy's feet. And you can see he's playing some sort of little like one player board game to amuse himself while he's waiting for customers. He looks like this.
Es muy pequeño.
One thing I will add that the artwork doesn't mention, because again, unless we draw it ourselves, the artwork is going to be subjective to a degree.
He's so darling.
Wow.
You
What
do
is-
see that he has a rather fancy circlet or headband around his head that goes like over, almost like a pair of glasses, and then it goes over the ears but slips under the horns
I've
around
never
like the middle of his head.
seen anything like that. By the way, what are you playing, little guy? Or
Are you
probably
yelling
wanna
from
move a little.
across the entire shop?
oh,
Yeah.
we're not that close yet. Okay, never
You guys are
Yeah,
so far
Drow, you
away.
might
My
wanna move a
character
little
darted
closer.
right towards him.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's-
It's-
I'm
Joe,
gonna
you guys are all like 100, almost 90 feet away.
Oh, okay.
This is a big store.
Hello over
Yeah,
there.
me needs is still kind of walking across, kind of making his
Well,
way to
I'm
the
going
front.
towards
My character would immediately just
I mean, you
get
don't
up in their face.
This particular map is more just because I wanted to show off the fact that I made it, than the fact
Nice.
that it actually matters how
I
close.
like
Like it's not your typical combat map. I don't care if you move your tokens. Just let me know that you moved.
Yeah, I definitely want to move. I want to move close to Zen
Yeah,
as
same
well.
here.
That being said, since the tokens are
come
there,
up.
if you want to move them up, that's also fine.
Yeah, just move them up.
So yes, he looks up from his game and he goes, "Oh, hello."
Oh, what are you, by the way? I've never seen such an interesting
Do you
little
run the
being.
store here? What are all the items on
Yeah,
the shelf?
yes,
Can you show me them all?
This is my shop. This is my shop.
You
I-
own this place?
Yes, my name's on the door.
Intriguing. Intriguing. Forgive
what are
me.
you
Forgive
playing?
me. Yeah, what are you playing?
I'm just practicing my chess game.
Can I join you?
Oh,
Absolutely.
I wouldn't. I
Do
wouldn't
we have
mind
time for
playing
that?
after
Uh,
them.
You'll all viewers in particular have to pardon me. My British accent is the worst of the 3 or 4 I try to do.
do it.
Oh, I
He's like
have
a-
been trying to do it.
He's like a bull, but worse. British. No.
So you want to play a game of chess with old Hyuk Hyuk, do you?
Old Hakia. You
Of
must
course,
age
I'm
differently.
Well, no. I just called him old Hyuk Hyuk, as in my old
Old.
buddy Hyuk Hyuk.
By the
Hello,
way,
yuck, yuck.
what do you specialize in this shop? I see a lot of scrolls and books. Do you have anything of the druid arts?
Oh, screw it. I just remembered part of the reason this is such a bad British accent is he wasn't supposed to have one. That's somebody else later.
Ah,
Wrong.
Ha!
Oh,
Yeah,
whoops.
let me try that. Let me get the other voice on.
Quick.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do have some druid specific stuff, but hold that thought. You said you wanted to play a game of chess?
Leanies was
yes, of course.
Leanies was
I love
right
chess.
about
I
to
play so much
smugly
chess.
push
I have my
him.
own chess set. It's great. Also, there's
Hey.
so many things you have in the shop. Oh my gosh, I want to look at them all.
Yes.
yeah,
yes,
we
we'll
definitely
get,
want to take a look at all these items.
we'll get to that.
My character
So
would be flipping out. They'd be
Zen
so excited.
Zen / whichever one you are right now, but for the purpose
Would-
of everyone else, because we haven't fully exposed your backstory yet, we'll say Zen still.
Would they? Oh, they wouldn't know my name, so they wouldn't address me as Zen. All right.
No. Zen, please roll me a general
Rash
intelligence check.
Intelligence, yeah. Not that great. 15.
Yeah, you aren't quite the
Well-
smartest.
I actually think I have higher
Well,
intelligence.
damn.
than you.
Well, dang, that was a heck of a move you pulled off there. You took an early lead.
I play a lot of chess. I play a lot of chess. My free time.
Roll
I
me
love it.
roll me another one, please.
Then you don't strike me as an individual who would like a board game.
Unless you were to like tap him on the shoulder, he would not respond.
He's
Wow,
always
Uh,
carrying that book around.
that is
what'd you roll?
true.
While
What'd you
we're
roll,
playing our
by the way?
ship.
Oh, 8.
Uh, ooh, that one wasn't so smart, and he takes 2 or 3 of your pieces over a couple of turns. Game is
While we're-
still going. Roll me one more.
Not bad, 19.
Well, I'll be jiggered. You're the first one that's managed to beat me in months. Fantastic. Name's Yuck Yuck. Who do I have the pleasure of playing with today?
Oh, my name's Talia.
Pleasure to meet you, Talia. Speaking of which, Evelyn said I should probably, get introductions from all of you. She figured you'd probably be here a lot. You, drunk,
Talia?
slightly drunk fella?
Right. My name's Leonese, right? Leonides.
Right. Drunk Leo, gotcha.
I'm not.
Nice.
Never mind.
And he points to Amaya. And you are? Nice to meet you, Amaya. Always a pleasure to meet a fellow conjurer, even though you get yours from the holy and I get mine from the book.
You're a
Uh,
wizard. Wow, so much to learn.
oh yes, I am very much a wizard. We'll get to that. Curious druid dark elf person.
Oh, my name is Melphus Starforge. Nice to meet you.
I forgot
Pleasure to meet you.
on here. Whoops.
And you look
I
at
just said
you,
I'm Amaya.
Mr.
It's nice to
Baxi.
meet you.
Ah, yes, I'm Reina Domino. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Ooh.
We should
Charmed,
have
I'm
a
sure.
very much so. We should go out and have a coffee later, but that's a different problem. What can I?
Oh my.
So
You look a bit young.
Mina, you're funny.
I'm 38 years old.
Oh, my apologies. I'm not quite familiar with your folk.
Leonides
Well-
would have to stop himself from saying, "Wait, he is." So what he does, he just barely stops
No, you
himself.
should. No, Underpaid, do it because that fits your character.
No.
You should.
Fuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
Leonides
yeah.
would say, "Wait, you're 38."
Yeah.
How?
All right.
That is a child. Is it not a
Yeah.
child?
That depends. Us Drow live over 750 years. He would be considered
You
new.
you don't see him getting upset that you're talking like this in front of him, but you see him look very confused with a very confused look as he looks to your gnome who's smaller than he is.
Oh shoot, where's Robo?
Oh
Check
yes.
on?
The person back there is named Robo. I don't know why he hasn't come up here yet.
Oh yeah,
You're-
he's a little bit
Are you
over there.
judging? I feel like you're judging me because of my size, but you're hanging out with a gnome.
I do apologize, darling, but you have a baby face.
Yeah, it comes from the halfling side of me.
Oh, part
Oh.
halfling. We met a
Oh,
halfling just recently. Nice
That's
individual.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
my mom.
foul mouthed, but pretty nice.
Yeah,
overall.
my daddy was a halfling.
Interesting.
Yeah.
In case you couldn't tell from the rather bullish appearance, Mama was a minotaur.
Ah, Minotaur. I've read
That's
about
what
them.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Mummy tar.
Oh, but by
Just-
the way,
and
Robo
just for
is
the,
a
Reina.
fellow druid.
Oh.
Reina,
Just for the
let me
benefit of the
just-
viewers and players, yes, I did actually look up like kid minotaur to find that, and then was like, I'm gonna make him half halfling.
Nice.
I love it.
Perfect.
Love it.
Adventurous.
So yes,
Reina.
we can do some
Maybe-
heroic horde business after. I have been asked to give you some supplies you're going to need for the mission that you've picked up for the madam.
Wait, I don't want to leave yet. Look, there's so many things to look at.
There'll be plenty of time. There'll be plenty of time for that later. The mission y'all have accepted is a very time sensitive one.
No.
We will be back. Don't worry, Zen. We will be
What-
back.
You wanted
Still
my
would not
attention,
respond to
Leo?
Zen.
Mr. Leonese?
Yeah, Reina, never become a comedian or some sort of bard. Never.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree. Your humor is a bit. What would they say back at home?
Dry.
That's a good. Yeah.
I assure you I have no plans to.
I'm curious. What's is the armor back there for sale? What is the purpose of it?
Oh no, those are not for sale. Those are my personal collection.
Guards? Oh,
Your
Would I-
personal.
sentient.
Interesting.
Would Lee needs to be able to run another perception check now that he's closer?
Yes, and anyone else and anyone who is magically inclined can run an Arcana check.
Oh, I had a
let's do
feeling.
Arcana. Let's
Alright.
do
Right, so my
Alrighty.
perception.
21.
Arcana for what?
Arcana or perception to look at the suits of armor closer now that
Okay,
you're up
hold on.
close.
Okay, that's what I deserve for being
24.
drunk. I got a 2.
I got an
All
Nice.
right, baby. I got a 20 Arcana. Hold on. Let me go to that.
Leonides, that's some big suits of armor.
Getting closer made it worse.
They might even have arms and legs.
Oh, how astute.
It just looks like big armor.
14.
Oh yes, yes, Zen, thank you. Put in if you used Arcana or Perception, because I'm going to tell you different things
Oh,
about
sorry.
it, depending if you're
Mine's
physically
Arcana.
examining or magically examining.
I wish I did it magic.
Mine is
For
Arcana.
perception, or you took a Percocet?
Yeah, the funniest thing about that is I felt like I was about to do something big brain, but then I just roll a flat too.
So, those of you who rolled double digits on Perception, you're sure, and Raina, you think you notice it. Amaya, you're almost positive one of those suits of armor just twitched.
Oh.
Oh.
They are
I think we should be leaving now.
Nice.
Zen and Melphis, this does not require. Usually, some people you require a detect magic spell to get this kind of result, but with a 20 plus Arcana and the obviousness of it, if you as spellcasters, them things are magical.
Ah, interesting. These are quite powerful
Interesting.
artifacts or
So-
armor. They are definitely of the magic nature.
What are you talking about? Just like tall armor.
Well,
Are they sentient?
ooh, that's a good question. They appear to be actually, because
I
Are
definitely
you
saw
guys
one
you guys
twitch.
are saying this out loud to each other?
Yes. Oh, no, I'd
Yeah.
actually be directing it towards him.
Well, yeah, you might not be direct, but you are saying it out loud.
Yes.
Yes. Yuck Yuck just turns around and kind of waves his hand at them and goes, "I don't know, boys. Are you sentient?" And the one at the top, the one just behind Yuck Yuck, the middle one, takes two
no.
big steps forward.
Whoa.
oh,
Oh.
whoa! I really
And,
like this shot.
Remember
he-
that I was always nice to the mini
and-
Minotaur.
Yeah.
And he just walks. Basically, he I can't. That's not obviously that was built into the map, so I can't move it now that the map's finished. But essentially, he walks over to here and just reaches over the counter and just pats Melphis on the head.
Was this one of the
Okay.
armors doing this?
Wow. Okay.
Yes,
From
it
where I
is
am,
one of our armors.
Can
They
Talia
appear to
reach
be
it?
friendly.
Leany's probably just stumbles back like, what did
Er,
it just do?
They're as friendly as you are to me.
Ah, then we have no issue to fear.
Got it.
From where
I'm just
Talia
looking confused.
from where Talia is standing, can she reach it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, she would very much be touching it, just examining it in any way. She'd be so curious.
It kind of looks over at Yuck Yuck for a second, looks back at you, and you swear it shakes its head, and the head just moves in a way, no sound comes out, but those of you with decent passive perception, pretty much they're just like, if that thing could actually full blown talk, it would have sighed right now. You get the sense you're not the first one that has been this curious about it, but it puts an arm out and lets you like feel the metal and see that it does in fact move and whatever, all that good stuff.
So did you make this? You're a wizard, right? Is this something you made? Do you
It
control them?
is.
You're
It is one
quite,
of mine.
quite interesting.
You
Wait,
teach me.
how much did I drink?
Oh,
By the smell of you, quite a lot.
We'll
Am I
all
seeing
sing.
stuff? Is
No,
this
we'll
thing
all
moving?
sing this. We'll all sing
How
this.
how
Not just you.
far like
Hmm?
would they let her stand? Like at this point, she would like get on the counter and just start feeling like the top of the head. Like she'd be very into this.
Uh,
Would they let them? What? Because she'd stand on the counter easily.
the one that's close to the counter will let you do that for about 10 or 15 seconds, and then Yuck Yuck just kind of gives a little, barely perceptible nod of the head, and it just very gently grabs you around the waist and just gently sets you back on the other side of the counter.
With that, that she'd probably just be looking very.
I'm sure I say it's just
She was
silence.
very
Um,
interested.
but yes, I have put these together myself.
interesting.
so-
And what is their purpose, by the way, other than being quite
Security.
Ah, do not fear, we will not mean any harm to you, good sir.
Oh,
Besides, I
oh,
can tell you're a powerful
they've been
wizard.
they can sense emotions. If they thought you were going to attack me, you'd be dead by now.
Oh,
Oh,
Lee needs
good
kind of
thing.
sweats a little and considering about thing. Because for context, I was originally because I have a pack of cards. I was playing on maybe like, oh, he's playing a board game. I can pull this out and I'm going to use sleight of hand to cheat. But now I'm
Ah,
heavily doubting that.
yeah. Why don't you put that deck of cards away?
Lee needs
So-
like very sloppily puts the deck of cards like in his holster or something.
You said we needed things for a job. I'd love to get this job over with, so then I can go back to
Yes.
looking at it. So,
Yes, absolutely. Let me just grab this here. And he reaches under one side. He comes over here. He sends the suit of armor back to its spot. Oh, it actually sits quite nicely on top of it. Look at that. He reaches over to a nearby part of the counter and drops a, like, when you're in high school chemistry, the like beaker holders, or like not the beakers, but like those thin vial holders, like they do with like blood work at the hospital.
Yep.
And just sets one of those on the counter. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. I counted it out kind of fast. I wasn't really paying attention, but I got the right number. And he hands each of you a vial of red liquid.
what is
what's
this?
this?
That's a good way to not wind up dead.
Is it a
Oh,
healing
Oh, is it a
potion?
health potion?
Wait, did he just say not wind up dead?
wait, are we only
Yes.
fighting someone? I don't want to fight anyone. I don't like fighting.
I mean,
You don't like fighting.
there's always a I mean, Miss Talia. I assume it's Miss Talia.
I just go by Talia.
Fair enough. Talia, there's always a chance you're going to end up in a fight when you're out doing the kind of jobs that you get hired for.
I don't like these jobs.
Mhm.
Besides, even if you don't need it, it's nice to have it as just in case.
Thank you,
True.
thank you.
But
One must do
what
what
was
one
it?
must do.
Yeah, what is this? Just you
It'll
didn't.
keep you it'll keep you from having to use a spell to heal someone.
So this health potion. Okay.
Yes, it is. One for each of you. Or as my daddy would have called it, the oh fuck button. That being said, y'all got about 2.5 hours to travel and about 5.5 to 6 hours to finish the job. You might want to get a move on.
I
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
I don't think I was informed.
Lee needs
It was
just like drunken.
it was
cracks
it
him
was
up.
it was the note you read,
Oh yeah,
the one that brought you to me.
and we are delivering something. What are we doing?
You're going to be delivering something.
Oh,
What are we
what are we
delivering?
going to be delivering?
Yeah, what do we do?
This, and he pulls a box out and puts it on the counter. It lands with a tremendously heavy thud on the counter, and the box is made of, well, let me see. I'm pretty sure this is a natural element, but let me check.
Did you say like roe as in like fish egg or
I didn't say anything about roe.
oh what did you I must have misheard you.
I said a big thud on the counter.
Yeah, but I thought you said it was made out of something.
Yeah, and then I stopped because I had to confirm that I was right about something.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, okay. I thought it was one of the natural metals. It's made out of lead.
Is this what kind of metal is this, by the way?
It's lead.
Lead.
Good for good for hiding magic items that you don't want detected.
Oh.
So it's magic.
Oh.
What's inside? What is
Can
it?
we look what's inside?
If you want to die.
Oh.
Oh no,
And-
we don't want to die.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have like a
none of us.
book on it, or
Is that
I promise the
I think
promise the
living.
person I promise the person Evelyn and I are delivering that to that it would be untouched after it was put in the box.
don't you have a name you can give it so I can read
That-
on it? I'm curious what this all is.
Yes, we.
Oh,
are
you'll meet them soon enough.
are you saying that the item inside is going to kill us, or are you saying that the buyer is going to be really
No,
unhappy?
I'm saying that the person it's being delivered to, if the box looks tampered with, will kill you.
Oh, we definitely don't
safe.
want. Yeah, let's keep our
How,
paws.
how do we
off of
actually
Put it this way:
move
they
this?
do not want this item to be able to be detected, and if you open a lead box, the magic is no longer protected.
Do
Okay.
we have?
Oh.
Can we know what kind of magic is it? Is it nature? I doubt very much. I don't sense anything of the natural.
It would be of the arcane variety.
Can you
Arcane.
still a name this item has? A book I can read on it? Something like that?
I can. Let me read the Hold on, let me read the contract. It does say that since you're not. Oh, the contract actually does state that since you're not allowed to actually open the item yourself, I am allowed to at least tell you what it is.
Yes, please.
Probably for the
So.
better, considering Lee needs his personality.
What that is. Give me a second. I actually need to look up the official name for it because I forget. Right. Let me just do this.
I imagine like the little bull thing's just browsing through a book, like really hurriedly.
All right. I thought I remembered the name by memory, and I was mistaken. I remembered the colloquial name for it, but not the actual name for looking it up to give you info.
Well, as long as we do our job, we won't die. I like this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get going.
The faster we do
Well.
this, the faster we live, not die.
Well, the
Yeah.
faster we find out what you're hiding,
Mm.
Rain.
Me? Oh no, I'm not involved.
We know you.
Okay, so it is in fact an actual item. I literally didn't know if it was considered homebrew or if it was in an official D&D book, but it isn't in fact in an official D&D book.
Okay. Very
There
old
it is.
level.
There we go. Just had to get the it's referred to as yeah, what the hell? I'm just it's he said around these parts the version we sort of make are kind of replicas of the original. the originals are known as Luxon beacons, but we just call ours beacons because Luxon is specific to the region they come from originally. And he gives you a brief description that I am not going to read out. I will just put it in chat. Robo, you can, if you need to go, you can go. I will just have you follow the group and yeah. But
Thanks
do
for
keep in
joining.
mind our sessions are planned to be 3 to 3.5 hours every week, so keep that in mind. It'll be this later every time we play.
So, yeah, if you aren't gonna be able to maintain it, it might not be in your best interest. Not meaning to discourage you, though.
Yeah, we'll discuss that later. For tonight, though, if you're tired enough, you need to leave. It's fine. I'll work around it. You haven't actually gone anywhere that it specifically matters that you're there verbally. But yeah, basically explains what the thing does.
So how do we?
You can ignore the soul snare section. That's only from the Luxon specific ones. These beacons just do the first part.
Gotcha.
Good night, Robo. Thanks
Yeah,
for
Have a
joining.
good night, Robo.
Yeah, if you're too tired, we understand. We'll work that out.
Yeah. So don't lose it. It's borderline priceless to recreate.
How do
Let's say
we
it looks broken. Okay.
transport it? This thing was heavy.
Oh, yeah. He snaps his fingers and goes, look outside.
Leonid's kind of stumbledly turns around,
Yeah, what
looks
the
at the
hell's
doorway.
outside?
Yeah.
So what is outside? Hold on. Boom. What is outside is a I didn't mention it earlier because, well, A, I forgot, and B, it didn't matter anyway. But now you notice that when you passed it, you saw a wagon outside. There are now horses attached to it that look more or less like this. Boop. 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 And boop. They look about like that.
Wow.
They definitely weren't there when you came in.
Leonid's kind of blinks twice and rubs his eyes, wondering, wait, is that real?
Wow.
Is that
Did you
spectral horse?
just
Yeah,
cast?
two of them actually.
Intriguing. I've only.
Talia would dart outside once again, just going towards whatever is shiny.
Is that summon steed?
Are
Yeah,
they friendly? Or should
Oh,
we
yeah.
be worried?
No, they're friendly. I summoned them.
You summoned
So
them.
that
Who's-
was summon steed.
Didn't you see me snap my fingers?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah. So yeah, Talia, being a big studier, is very aware that the two, obviously because there's two horses, two castings he snapped twice. I didn't mention that because I remembered that he would have to do it twice. But he cast Phantom Steed twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Talia
cool.
would be all over these horses. Once again, anything magical, super obsessed with.
Oh, these are beautiful horses. They look very well bred.
Well bred. I think they're well conjured. Quite a difference.
They have
Hmm.
excellent structure and conformation.
Wizards are interesting. They definitely dabble in different type of magi than us druids do.
Horses, those weird horses almost look like mist or something.
Yes, they are translucent.
Brief real life break here. Melphis, with the different settings we decided on, or for you didn't end up changing anything specific for the overworld chat, did you?
No.
Okay, cool. Just checking because I'm probably going to call for a little 5 or 10 minute break to stretch legs and stuff in a second anyway, so it doesn't overly matter. Because we have one more pretty major scene you're gonna want to have everyone's full attention that's still here for. So make sure everybody has time to go pee and whatnot.
All right.
So yeah, you guys all fawn over the horses and discuss them for a few minutes, and you're sent on your way. And I will tell you what you find when we come back from about a 10-minute break.
All right.
That sounds like a plan.
All right, time to take a huge fucking piss.
Oh,
That's hot.
There we go. As I
Uh,
switch myself to my be right back screen.
You know, are you trying to say like something?
Say something?
Yeah, what, never mind. It just sounds weird.
Oh, I just said that's hot.
Yeah, you
That's
know,
like
normal
sarcasm.
statements.
Yeah, sarcasm.
Sarcasm.
oh,
I'm too drunk to recognize sarcasm. No.
Ah, perfect. Then don't worry about it, darling. All is well.
Needs would probably like stumble up, like in this, like while we were talking about the horses. I'd assume he'd probably stumble up and try to see if like his hand faced through one. I'm assuming he's still a
Nice.
little. I'd assume he's still like a little under the influence. So I don't know. I'd have to ask Paul about it when he gets back. But yeah, I'm gonna take a leak quick. But I'll be right back, guys. Unfortunately for you all, I am back.
Hey, Shadow, you still there? Oh, he's
I
not.
think that's a no.
He's not, but I'm back, unfortunately for you, Dro.
Haha,
Me
no,
too.
that's all cool. By the way, I really do like these PNG characters. They're pretty cool. At first, I was like, whatever. I
Let
don't
me
think
actually log into the stream quick, actually. I want to see how they're looking now.
you're like I said. I think they're pretty cool. They had and it's awesome that when you leave voice, your character disappears.
Yeah, I like
Like,
that.
yeah, Robo's gone. It's kind of like I was going to talk to Paul. Maybe we could do this before he leaves for work and make it earlier because 1:30 in the morning. That's a bit tough for people.
Hmm.
But then again, if you sign up for this, then you're supposed to expect to play. So there is that as well. I mean, I know you're East Coast, right? Underpaid.
Yes, I am.
It's 1:30 in the morning for you.
Wait, hold on. When did do? How do I? What the hell do I say it? Like I just imagine like Lee needs drunkenly saying Yeah, I'm just gonna say do. Next time we're making you into marketable plushies. Yep. Just say do. That's like.
Remarkable
Yeah, they
plush.
usually go by do.
And I'm pretty sure chat actually likes the PNG characters too.
I
They're
can't.
good
I
stuff.
can't believe they made me into a PNG tuber. Now I'm fatherless. No, I'm kidding.
Ha.
Yeah, everyone in chat so far has been really liking the PNGs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
it was a great recommendation, Mina.
Very cool. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
glad
not
I
that
Hey,
bad at all.
thinking since we're on a break, Mina, we could actually, obviously maybe make other characters
Yeah, man.
because this is for our D and D. We're gonna keep it D and D, but with more of a generic. I could
Mhm.
do like, hey, but Nina, did you see that ping
Yeah.
I did for General Deception? Well, I want to play that on Tuesday.
Which one was it?
West
something.
Hunt.
Ooh, that
It
could be
comes out.
fun.
Yeah, it comes out on Tuesday, early access, and it looks kind of like Spy Party, but better because not the Spy Party's bad. Spy Party's 1 versus 1, but this is 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, and it's you have to kind of watch what people do. It's kind of like a social, obviously deduction, but it's also social cues too. So yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. What's cool about it is only 4 players, so having small turnouts is kind of nice. Change of pace. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, that could be fun. Chaos.
I was just gonna say, is she standing on Chaos's head or something? What's going on?
Yeah, I just love how all these characters are looking together. They look so good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they do.
And the D&D watching over the DM.
He is a mysterious character.
Movie theater
Yes.
things with all the people.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Where did
Oh,
Shadow go?
people
the
down,
robot one.
Huh?
The
I
the
love.
one with robot.
I just love Lee needs like
robot
shit-eating grin.
movie
No one
theater,
committed a crime.
science fiction movie theater. What is it? Where they got all their characters on the bottom of the screen.
marching.
Let's see.
What's the other VTubers? That's actually
Yeah.
fully like what Caden uses.
Oh yeah, like 3D models.
Yeah, that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, those can be good. Yeah, that and Hex. Hex has a good one. Oh, Mystery Science Theater 3000. That's the one with like
Oh,
little robots in the front.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that. With
That's
the
when
way I
saw
have my
that, I was like,
characters.
wait a second,
Yeah.
I'm back.
speaking of Hex, when is he ever going to join our sessions?
Right.
He always talks about it, but he never shows up.
Yeah, I mean, it's something he'd have to plan ahead of time because it's like the start time is usually when he does dinner for the family.
Oh,
But just
Mhm.
it-
So he has to make dinner.
interesting. Oh, thinking
Mhm.
of which, isn't Republican Jungle doing a session tomorrow? Man, this weekly shit's a bit much, I think.
Yeah, maybe if they have enough people that want to play, that it makes sense.
But they don't usually.
Yeah, it's tough.
you can round it.
Yeah, that server kind of sucks overall.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
at least it seems like they're working on it recently.
I still think that most of the people who are interested in that game want to play with their own group of peeps, not strangers.
Mhm. Yeah, hopefully we can work on that.
Speaking of which, we haven't played Republic of Jungle on here for a long time. I know we're waiting
really
for the
haven't.
update. Yeah. I mean, we could play it again, but we're kind of waiting for the update.
Wonder if I
Which
could beat
seems
a level Hotline Miami while we're
dragging their ass.
Oh, yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, we're talking about how we haven't played Republic of Jungle here for a long time.
Oh, yeah, it's been a bit.
No, it's because we're waiting for the new update, but they keep.
Who knows when that comes out?
Yeah, they're kind of dragging their ass.
Eventually, I'm sure.
Well, the new art looks good, no?
Oh, yeah, it looks really good.
What do you think about the bat proceeded, since that's your main character?
I forget. Hold on. I forgot what it looks like.
Go into the ROGA area, you'll see it. Just scroll up. The bear looks
Yes.
kind of cool. The tiger looks badass.
Some cool
Beat a
art.
round of Hotline Miami before he gets back.
But Mina, aren't you getting a special character?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I
You are?
think
If they ever do it.
we're gonna have a really cool character when we get to that point.
Yeah, they said that's
Maybe.
after the game's launched,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. I can be patient. I suppose.
Oh, you're getting a character for Republic of Jungle.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a black
Oh.
cat,
Me and
Mina,
Hex.
right?
That's pretty cool.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it'll be cool to have a sneaky black cat.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. So I don't know what
Yeah.
Hex is gonna do because they already
think
have like I
a
think two
wolf, yeah.
wolves. So he might do something else. Hmm.
And then you remember they have that special lion, that hippie looking lion too.
The styling lion.
Yeah. Of course, the new art. I wonder how they're going to portray it, but
Yeah. Hmm. That'll be cool to see.
I don't think that's on their priority. I think that's going to come later. And still,
Oh
though,
yeah,
I
like
wonder how
start stuff later.
are they going to have logins? Because the way the game is now, are they just going to have let everyone have access to these characters?
Who knows?
I mean, I want mine to be out there so everyone can
do?
use it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want it to be shareable and people can enjoy it.
But
More
that was
options.
so special.
Well, I think it's special being able to create the character and have it added to the game.
Okay.
Really.
Okay, we fail point.
Yeah. I don't want to keep it just to myself. Maybe if they have a way of making like priority, so if I want to be the one that gets it when I'm playing. But I don't know if they can do that. If they're gonna
No,
do that.
they're probably not going to do that.
Yeah, we'll see. Either way, they'll all be happy. You just gotta be fast.
Oh, Lord.
ROJ.
Oh, fuck.
President with big claws.
Pick up the freaking weapon for $1.
The president's a puma, right?
Yeah, President Puma.
Yeah, they have big claws.
Mm-hmm. You mess
Oh,
with the
that-
beans, you get the meat.
Now that's a kitty you wouldn't want to pet, Mina.
Oh man. I mean, I want to, but I don't.
They probably wouldn't like it.
Yeah, not a great idea.
Yeah, pumas will be real friendly with your neck as you chomp down. on it.
Right. Check it out. Oh, I need to play Pathfinder again. That game is good. I have a kitsune. It's like a beast rider. I have a black cat beast in the Steam game.
Interesting.
Yeah, my husband got the Kickstarter for it, and he got me a copy, so I get the special skin for the beast, the cat that you can ride.
By the way, a lot of Kickstarters I hear are bad because they end up getting canceled, and never get done.
Oh yeah, you gotta definitely
Gotta be careful.
be careful. Yeah,
A lot of people think
I
some
don't do
of
many of
it's
them.
Oh, that's good because a lot of them are scams
Yeah.
just to get money. Because there's no way to
Yeah,
get your money
you gotta
back.
look at
It's a
them really
risk.
good. Yeah. Like if they got really, really detailed stuff, the way ROJ did it with their different rewards for like targets for the whole thing, and then each one for which tier that you choose to pay for. Like the chart they had for it was really good.
It was.
Let me see. Cattails has a good one here. Cattails. It just ended.
Hey, what's that one game you're really looking forward to? Some RPGs.
Oh, Sea of Stars. That's a good one too.
That's on a Kickstarter though, right?
That one was. I can't remember if I did that one or not. I think I did. Yeah, I did. I think those are like there's like 3 or 4 Kickstarters that I've ever done, and they all had like really good, like professional looking pages.
The RJ is the only Kickstarter I've ever done.
The Cattails one I had to do because I mean cats, but also there's I have the first game, so it's already like they're established. And same thing with Sea of Stars. They're already an established company. They made The Messenger, which is on Steam. So that helps. I think ROJ is the only one I've done that wasn't like they are like already having a previous product.
Yeah.
See, oh yeah, Cattails are just ended. There's one called Axolotl, AK, like he's an axolotl with an AK. It's AKzolotl. I'm kind of tempted.
What is it about?
Let's see, axolotl. Let me look it up. Let's Steam. Oh, there's the Kickstarter. A cute but deadly roguelite. I don't usually go for roguelites, but this one looks pretty fun.
Yeah, some people love roguelikes, others don't.
Mm.
I I don't have too many roguelites myself.
Yeah.
Why don't you like roguelikes?
I just, man, haven't really. They're not really my typical one that I go for. It just depends, I guess. This one looks like it's got a cool story.
Hello, all. My apologies.
Oh,
Hello.
I have returned.
Come back.
good.
So, is everyone else back that is still here?
Right.
I'm here.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Both to honor 3 drink requests in my chat, and because I just needed it, take a big swig. So, you have been sent off to do your business. You make it honestly without any trouble at all.
That's good to know.
You don't need to
That's-
worry about a map for this.
That's a
I know
first.
there is not a separate map for this particular encounter. When you arrive, you are greeted by the person who is waiting for the item. And they say to you, "Thank you for the delivery. You can put the box over there." And you are standing outside of a lone townhouse in the middle of nowhere, or townhouse farmhouse. And the gentleman has pointed to just a spot basically in front of the house. Says, "I'll get it the rest of the way in from there."
Hmm. At this point, FYI, on the way back, Zen has flipped back to Zen and is not Talia anymore.
Fantastic.
Who is this appearance-wise? Human, big, scary, not scary? What does he look like?
Slender elven fellow.
And where are we exactly? Just in the middle of nowhere, some corner of town?
Yeah, you're not even in a town. You're just in like a farmhouse off the
Hmm.
beaten path somewhere.
And who might
So-
you be, good sir?
That's a good question.
Yeah, what goes on here?
Who am I right now?
Why do you need some sort of beacon or whatever?
What kind
We'll,
of?
we'll get to
By
that
the way-
later. First, I need to answer your question of who am I. I'm trying to remember what name I'm using right now.
Oh, you have multiple names then.
Yes, but if Evelyn trusts you, then I suppose I can as well. I will tell you my original name. And give me a brief moment. I actually just need to
Curious.
remind myself what that name is.
While you're looking that up, I actually would like to interject. You said this was like a 6-hour travel time, right? Or-
It would have been on foot. It was about 2 hours with the horses.
Okay, I was just.
They are
keeping that-
magical horses. They're extra fast.
Nice. I was just.
Extra
I wanted to
fast
keep track of
horses.
time for like a specific reason.
Yeah.
A drunk reason?
Yeah, but drunk. I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
Oh, you're right. Okay, my mistake.
But no.
So,
Do we know? Do we like see the Zen Talia stuff happening?
What do you mean?
I thought there was.
You mean by like the sense of I'm the only if you are to be paying attention, the only thing you'd realize is when I had mentioned myself as Talia before, I have hazel eyes, and now my eyes are back to what they normally are, which is one being blue and one being green. But for the most of the previous encounter, they were hazel. But that's the only noticeable difference you see. I'm still very physically the same person.
So you have
Oh,
a
what?
split personality then.
Yeah, you're like 3 people or something. You're freaking
Shit.
skids.
Who
Actually, I probably shouldn't
knows?
say it.
oh, I believe I promised you my true name, I guess you would say, birth name.
Yes. What is it?
Yeah.
By the way, chat, do you mean I'm quiet as an audio
Oh,
or quiet in general?
Also, this is what's standing in front of you.
Oh my god,
Okay.
okay. Chat.
What?
Sorry, I didn't
I said
expect
something
this so
out of
soon.
character.
You can refer to me as Balin Caster.
Balin.
Barely.
I like your style.
Thank you. And thank you for
Mysterious.
being prompt with the delivery. I need it for some research I'm doing into a spell.
What kind of spell?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
that's fair.
curious.
I'm hoping to manipulate time to a degree.
Ooh, this could
Would
be very useful.
This
I like that
prompt
idea.
Zen to anything he would know.
Give me a history check with advantage.
Maybe I can jump forward in time to when my sister finally stops being obsessed by me.
Nat 2025.
Lucky you.
As he goes on for a moment or two, for reasons you and I know from your backstory, I won't go into details only because, for the benefit of the viewers and to help the other characters follow along, what he would be discussing is completely made up. The spell does not actually exist yet. He's trying to craft a spell. And Zen, despite not entirely understanding the writings in your book, they definitely sound very familiar.
With this, Zen is very much not going to be Zen anymore.
Uh-oh.
As his eyes flip back to that hazel once that clicks in his head.
Yes, I'm attempting to challenge the gods, the fates, what have you, and travel through time to fix things.
Talia pulls out the book and flips to whatever page that he could. She would try to find whatever page she would remember seeing something like this from.
As soon as you pull that book out, before you even flip it open, you obviously don't notice because you're busy flipping through the book. The rest of you see that Balin's eyes flicker in recognition.
You know something about his weird trinket book, do ya?
So you're the one who has my book.
Oh,
You're what? This,
Mm,
Oh, whoop.
you're. This is our book.
Mm.
Oh, now it's our book, huh?
Oh dear.
I mean,
I
my,
think
my
I think
book.
yeah. I,
Are in the sense of, anyways.
Where did you find that book?
My mom gave it to me, or us, or me, or I don't know.
Your mother,
Oh dear.
you say.
Yeah, her Olana.
You see his eyes flash with magic as he says,
Huh.
"What did you just say?"
oh
My
He
my
needs to
mom.
take like 2 steps back.
My
Whoa.
mom.
yeah.
My mom's name. Her name's Olana. Do you
Well,
know her? I'm looking for her.
In that moment,
What?
What happened?
Oh.
Let's hope
So,
nothing.
wait, do we call him? We call him Zen, right?
Yeah.
So Zen is looking for their mother, Alana. And
in
this
that moment,
crazy about it.
you're in Talia form right now.
I am.
So you recognize what happens as he, with stark speed, brandishes a wand and shoots 7 magic missiles at you
Oh shit.
Ah.
Oh.
Shit.
Come on, Harry Potter.
and hits you for 23 damage.
What the hell?
Wow.
What?
That hurt.
What the hell?
Ow.
I don't know this guy.
Never
Yeah.
lie to me about that name again.
Talia is not Talia anyway. Immediately, I flip back to Zen. This is an instinctive reaction.
Holy
Jesus.
This
How,
guy Fred.
how dare you use that name to lie to me?
I don't lie about my mother's name.
Should I try? Should one of us try to like talk
Okay,
these
so
people down?
What do you claim her full birth name to be?
I honestly don't know. It's Olana Rekka for as long as I've known. I don't know her birth last name at least.
Oh.
She's Elven. I knew her when I was young. She left. She left the book. Some of it's her writing, some of it's someone else's.
Give me the book.
I don't think I can do that unless you
Give
intend to
me
return it.
my book.
Your book?
Who do you think wrote in that book?
You wrote in the book.
Yes. And I need proof that you're not lying to me before I obliterate you the rest of the way.
Wait a minute. Let's
I think one of
calm
us should
down
cut it.
here.
Yeah.
Is
Let's.
this
calm
like a
down.
moment one of us might want to like try to talk him down, like roll a charisma check or something?
Yeah.
Give
I mean,
me the
I-
book.
I think with that, Zen would just hand him the book.
I
You see
think
him rapidly
Zen needs
flipping
a
through
doctor.
pages.
Cleric.
And he's completely oblivious to the rest of you now as he flips through the books. And you can see him running his hands over some of the pages.
What the
And he
fuck?
flips to Zen. Based on the current interaction, you can guess is probably the first page your mother wrote in, and stops immediately. And his hand just starts to quiver underneath the book the hand that he's holding the book up with is quivering as he starts to examine it.
What the hell? This guy's more insane than. Which name are
Oh.
you even?
Wow.
Yeah.
And eventually
let's
he
just-
I don't.
But
Yeah.
eventually he closes the book and he looks
I'll
down
push
to
it.
you Zen, as he kneels down next to you and hands you a much larger vial of a similar red looking liquid. Says, drink that.
Is it poisoned?
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
he's already. He's so desperately hurt. I think he probably would just drink it.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I would
I don't
rather.
think this guy should
I-
have this book, but I don't think we can stop him.
So I'll give you the number, but it's basically you're going to heal to full. But the number I rolled for it, when you drink the potion, if you had that many hit points, you would heal for 31.
Nice.
All right, I feel
Um,
great
Nice. Okay.
I
Uh,
was
Wow, you look a lot better there, buddy. Okay.
By the
Yeah.
way,
and
this guy is
he offers you a hand to pull you up too, Zen.
again. He would
what a
take.
nice fellow. By the way, is he a high elf? Elf? What kind of elf is
He's a high elf, yes.
he? All right.
Or Balin is, yeah.
These two nut jobs are just proof I should have sailed away back when it burned.
You don't know their story. It's a great story, lovely story.
You know,
Alright.
Zen, this is the second time you've got us in trouble. Or yourself, I should say.
Unfortunately.
Currently,
Yeah,
the only thing that's going to get you in trouble, Drow, is your own mouth.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa.
Lee needs to just very subtly mutter. Finally, someone said it.
Now,
got him.
Wha-
I believe I believe the mouthy Drow just addressed you as Zen.
That's what I go by, yes.
Zen, I'm going to need to borrow this. Now that you have proven to me that you are who you say you are, I promise you will eventually get it back, but there are notes of mine in this that I need to copy.
That is fair. I can understand that, but I have questions.
I have many myself, but go ahead. As the more youthful of the two, I will let you go first.
You wrote the book? How? Okay, first, how do you know my mother?
There's a couple ways I could say this.
I swear to God, if he's gonna say he's his dad.
That's what I'm betting.
Well,
I believe well, would you prefer the simple or the complicated?
whatever helps me understand more.
Your mother is my daughter.
Oh,
so your family,
Papa.
And
is this
Uh-huh.
how you treat your bloodline? By shooting arcane missiles at them?
Throughout,
Wow.
Very
your
puzzling.
mouth is just gonna get us killed.
I don't think so. As a
So-
fellow elf, he wouldn't murder his own kin.
Wouldn't
You'd-
he though?
Oh,
I
maybe
mean, he
he
almost
would.
just did.
to get what I want, you'd be amazed what I'd be willing to do, Elf.
Oh no.
Oh,
Step
By
away
the
from
way,
Elf.
Families just don't know their own value nowadays. These people are insane.
Also, until 45 seconds ago, Zen was not my grandson. Zen was a stranger.
oh, good
That's
point.
fair.
So, do you know where she
I
is?
bet
Blame-
yeah, that's
Why
true.
have I not known about it?
Because probably for the same reason that I reacted to her name the way I did, I suspect.
Well, no.
As far as I knew, she was dead, and I suspect she believes the same of me.
Zen would be very confused right now, in the sense of just overwhelmed. He'd just be pondering his thoughts. He doesn't
He
know.
needs to be like at least 3 feet away from Zen, wondering, and also like this guy probably thinking, "Are these people about to go berserk? I can't read them at all."
A lot's been revealed about Zen. This is
Well, Zen, do you want some alone time with your grandfather here? We can step outside if you'd like. I think perhaps that's a good
You
idea.
already are outside.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
We have not
You
been
could step
invited.
farther away.
Yeah, would you like us to
Wait on the carriage.
give you some time to catch up?
That'd be nice. I
All right.
have questions.
By the way, Rogue, I saw a bottle over here of some liquor. Perhaps we can share it?
Yes.
Let's go.
why would you tell him?
Yeah, I know, but that's how you get his attention. Offer him some liquor, and he tends to listen quite.
Damn.
Hey, Stabby. He's looking at Leonides as he says this.
Oh, yeah. You just
We both
reminded me
look.
that my character has like 4 weapons strapped to it.
Well, he also heard you referred to as a rogue, which is typically
yeah.
a Stabby class.
Yeah.
Stabby stab
Uh,
stab.
What do you want?
Mhm.
Go easy on that stuff. Trust me, it doesn't help.
Leanies would just kind of stop like giving a shit Ingrid and just stare at the guy like I don't know how you'd even describe it. Just more so like say nothing else. Just be quiet. Not like it wasn't. I wouldn't define as rude, but more so like just stop. And then Leanies just walks off with the freaking.
Oh my goodness!
Dro.
I just checked in with my chat. Thank you so much, Cadigan, for those 18 bits or 16 bits. Doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for the bits.
Gotta get that bread.
Very much
Mhm.
appreciated. Sorry it took me so long to notice it. I was on the wrong screen.
All right, so
So
we
yes,
leave you alone, Zen, with your family member here, so you guys can catch up.
Leanies would only give Melphis like 1/4 of the bottle.
Okay,
So
so
while you guys are doing your thing, you have questions, young one.
first of all, the hell is this book?
That is my research on time magic.
Okay. Why did you think? How do you get that confused? With her, how?
We were attacked some years ago, and as far as I knew, everyone but me in the family was killed. Evidently, she managed to escape during the kerfuffle.
You never gained contact again?
No, I never even went looking. I just assumed she burned like the rest.
And you have no idea of where she could be?
You've seen her more recently than I have.
That's true. Still not recent enough. Are you then... someone was after the book. Are you that person then?
That would be it would be I.
That's good to know.
I just have one question: is Leanies an earshot of this?
Depends how far away you walked. It didn't seem like I can't speak for Zen, but it didn't seem like Balin gave a shit if you stayed or not.
Neither did Zen.
I'm just gonna assume Leanies is still an earshot, just kind of eavesdropping a little.
So,
I'm very interested.
uh, what is this then? What are these spells for? What are you researching?
Well, some of them are spells that I have been able to recopy from other wizards. However, those pages there, he shows you like the middle to end section of his part of the book, were a spell that I began working on. I'm actually surprised that your
Mhm.
mother was able to attain the book. I lost it somewhere. I don't know how she found it.
I would be clueless.
This
Once again, I didn't know much about her.
the spell in question is one I'm trying to craft myself.
You said of time manipulation, yes?
Yes, I want to go back and well, for the purposes of catching you up on my side of the story, I was planning to go back and save what I thought was your dead mother and the rest of my family, or our family, as it were now.
That'd be mildly... The consequences that would cause.
When you're a walking shell of a person, you don't care about consequences anymore.
That is fair. How far have you gotten in such a task? I imagine something like that is never easy.
I've managed to replicate spells that to a minor degree allow me to mess with time, but I have not managed to craft the spell I'm trying to craft. All the ones that I have mastered to this point are all much more minor and established by other wizards before me.
And you need, I'm assuming, what's in as he kind of gestures toward the container. You need whatever is in there to assist you, I'm assuming.
I mean, I don't specifically need that object, but I feel like the power it will give me will potentially help.
Is if you wish, or maybe you could at least assist, I am still looking for her. You inform her of what I'm assuming is the same situation that you're in is, and she doesn't know you're alive.
I cannot go with you at this time. However, he pulls a red stone out of his pocket and sticks it out for you to take.
He would grab it.
Use that if you are in particularly dire straits in general, but particularly if you come across Alana.
Is that all you give me? Or can I actually know what it does?
He seems to disappear momentarily and reappear a couple 100 feet away. It's big farmland. And then he makes a motion with his hand like a mouth as if to tell you to talk.
Hello?
When you hold it up to in front of you and talk, you hear his voice come out of the thing and respond to you. Hello.
How the hell does this work?
It's a sending stone. It replicates the sending spell.
So it's... Oh, I see. It's a method of communication.
Yes. And from DM to both players and community, it is a super potent magical plot device sending stone where the 25-word limit is removed.
Nice.
Oh no.
Nice.
Because 25 words when you want something as a plot device is very annoying.
Interesting.
Just a little something I discovered. Well, sending's always been a thing, and for as long as I know in magic, but I discovered through my time manipulations, one of the more minor things I learned how to do was make a more extended variation to put into the stone.
How exactly far does this reach?
Hold that thought. And you see him disappear again. Before he disappears, he goes, give me a 5 count and then talk again. And he disappears. And after 5 seconds, what do you do?
Well, he would speak and just once again say, hello?
Hello.
And where are you now?
I'm currently... Hold on, I gotta check my tuning forks.
Uh-oh.
Currently on the plane of water.
Ah, so this thing supposedly nearly does not have a limit.
Pretty much. And then he returns in front of you.
You are very attuned to magics. Jeez.
I was already fairly attuned to it, and then I lost everything.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yes, I very much would have liked, now that I know about you, I would very much like to say that you could meet your grandmother and your great aunt. Or, I guess, your aunt. Unfortunately, it was not to be.
Maybe you can change.
Also, P.S. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. It's supposed to be uncle because you told me it was one of each.
Ah, yes, you're correct. You know better than I do.
Well, I have to try and remember it now that he's an NPC.
Yeah, that might be slightly important.
It's now my job to remember it, not yours anymore.
Yeah, he's officially off my hands. You can have him.
Yes. Hopefully, I will be able to rectify it
If
with
you
minimal consequences. As while I say I don't care about consequences, it's worth. I shouldn't really. What I should say is it's worth risking it, but I am aware of the consequences.
if you you need us, or me at least, to for anything else, I say it's a worthy cause, gold or not.
Well, I appreciate that, and as a newly found family, I feel like we will achieve it one day. For now, however, you did do a job for me, so I will pay you because this is part of your group's task. And he waves the rest of you over.
I'll just walk over.
Lee walks over, shaking a little. He wasn't eavesdropping. Probably yes, he was. Maybe not.
I walk over as well.
Don't ask questions.
Don't ask.
I'm coming.
So, thank you all for guarding this and getting it to me. It was very important to me, as you can probably tell. Your reward. And he reaches into what appears to be his coin purse. Well, actually, it's not even a purse. Coin purse. It's basically a satchel, like an over-the-shoulder bag. And his hand seems to go all the way to the shoulder inside of it.
Oh, it's one of these.
Oh, it's vagabonding.
And he fiddles around. He's like, where is it? There it is. And he pulls out a pretty large sack of coins and hands them out to each of you. And you receive another 50 gold each.
Oh, that thing can hold a
Let's
lot of money. I
go.
like it.
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah, this is nice. And
Mhm.
It can hold a lot of things. Some of them you don't want to know about.
Oh,
Thank you.
Understood.
Yes,
okay,
thank you.
then. Thank you. Yeah.
You are most welcome. Zen, we will be in touch. The rest of you, I look forward to potentially employing you again one day.
Oh, the feeling is
Yeah.
mutual, darling.
It was quite interesting.
I do
Mhm.
hope to stay in touch.
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Splendid.
And with that, he goes, "Oh, you might as well stay for a cup of tea before you leave. That'll give me time to copy all the notes."
Ah, yes, I would enjoy to have the book back.
do you have anything
Um,
stronger?
Oh my God.
Always. Nah, I think tea is good, even for you.
Yeah, don't give him any
Yeah.
alcohol.
I
Yeah,
Not this.
human, I have things way too strong for your weak palate.
Oh,
Oh, don't tempt him, please. Don't tempt him.
that just makes it better. Just give me anything.
Would you like to have a drink off?
oh no.
Oh,
Oh
come on.
no.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's going to
Lee-
carry him
Oh,
back
no.
when he passes out?
I know,
Lee needs to
yeah.
crack his knuckles. Oh, you're on.
We can just put him on the coat.
I'll be in charge of getting you home. It's fine.
Oh,
I can buy lots of goose eggs or goose omelets with this.
Oh, but since you
Start a
are,
betting chain. Who would
do
bet
you have
that?
any of the famous Elfian ales? I've never drinking any. I would like to consume. Most of the taverns in town have more human drinks.
I have plenty of elven drinks.
I would love to try one. Anything that's especially for drows? Or made by drows, forgive me.
Let me check my stash. Yes, I do have a rather nice drow wine. They found some grapes that will grow underground.
How much is it? I would love to try it.
Oh, it's on the house.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Now you're talking my
Yeah.
language.
He pours everyone a drink and goes, "So, human,
Yeah. Is it time?
Are we go? Well, I'm going to give you the option. Pick your poison.
Well, what do you have?
I have whatever you want to drink.
I want. What is your strongest?
Oh,
What
I knew he was gonna say that.
Jeez.
I
I
want
have
to.
I have this green bottle that most people can't handle one of.
Can't
Oh.
handle as in lethal, or can't handle as in I'm going to pass out in like 2 seconds.
Can't handle as in one and done.
Maybe it'll make him shut up for once. So go
Yeah,
ahead.
maybe.
Liquor
I'll
is
take you up
quicker.
on that challenge.
All right. So he pours you about a triple shot.
Oh,
Oh, no, he's gonna die.
Leeds takes the shot and he just downs it.
All right.
Um,
So, I need a con save with disadvantage minus
no.
5.
whoa.
What?
By the way,
Hmm.
so Mike, can this actually kill me, or is this just gonna knock me out really bad?
I need a con save,
All right.
disadvantage minus
Oh
5.
my god.
Okay, so 6 plus 2 equals 8
And
minus
that-
5. I got a.
That's how we lost Leo.
And
Yep,
that's how.
Yeah.
liver poisoning.
Nice.
So he tips back the drink and he tries to look cool doing it and tries to do like the tip all the way back and the chair just tips over
Okay.
and he is out.
I
He's
won't be happy
breathing,
having.
but he's out.
I'm
Is
breathing.
anyone else gonna have one of
Ow.
those? Because I think I'm gonna pass. Thank
Definitely
you.
not. I'll walk over to him and just get him standing up and just basically be his crutch while he's knocked out.
I don't
You
think
can
you're
let-
gonna get him to
you-
walk. You think he's gonna? You have
you
to
can
drag
let-
him.
You can lay him on the couch if you want.
Okay, I
This
do that
happens a
then.
lot.
I have a
It
Quick
does.
question: are all humans fond of the bottle as he is, or is he
No.
just unique?
It's just
But-
oh
Depends on
something.
the individual.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because since we've been on our adventures, he's consumed more alcohol than I think my whole clan does in a month in
I,
one
uh,
outing.
He
I
has a
might
problem.
I might have cheated a little bit and gave him a triple shot.
Ah,
Uh,
smart.
A single shot,
Nonetheless.
he would have a single shot. He would have just fell out of the chair and still been conscious.
Maybe we'll
Oh,
learn a thing or two.
yeah,
yeah. Let's hope.
Probably not.
yeah, I agree. Probably not.
I think with that,
It's not
then,
the learning
assuming
type.
that Leo is not going to wake up anytime soon, we'll throw him over his shoulder.
I will tell you right now. He's sleeping for 4 hours.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
I'll throw him over my shoulder.
Oh dear. Do we have like some sort of traverse?
We have a carriage. Just throw him in or the wagon.
Oh,
Yeah.
throw him in the back.
Yeah,
He'll
throw him in the
probably
back.
like
Yeah.
it.
You may or may not want to tell Leonids that he cheated afterwards.
I mean, he didn't cheat in the strictest sense of the word. He also drank a triple shot.
Well, yeah.
You're still standing.
Leonids will still be like a egotistical bastard and just kind of say, "Oh, he cheated."
And then he'll end up getting shot with magic missiles and die.
No, he'll
I
mostly
mean, he won't
just
be around.
because I'm also under the context
Luckily.
that. Oh, assuming Leonids even remembers the conversation you and him
As-
had because he's out.
Yeah.
So you guys said you're starting to load him onto the cart to get ready to leave.
Yeah.
Correct.
You see Balin looking at you slightly confused, like, why are you putting him on the cart?
Well,
We're leaving. Is that not the
yeah,
plan?
we gotta go.
Yeah.
I mean, I never tried this with something the size of a wagon. I might be able to do it.
You mean magic? Do you intend to use I thought we were walking or traveling
Yeah.
back.
Oh gods, no! I'm not gonna make
Oh.
you walk all that way back.
Are you going to transport
Is
us?
there another traversal method?
Yes, please form a circle and everyone join hands.
It's
It's
just
a little
do
tough
that.
for
A
the,
small issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hold him up.
all right.
As long as you're touching each other, it doesn't have to be holding hands. It can be like arms around each other.
Well, if you say it's safe, I guess we can.
Zen would be
Uh,
I'm sure
very
it is.
trusting.
Yes, and then a moment later, you guys poof and reappear just outside of Evelyn's front door. I'm going to need everybody, because none of you are wizards, so you wouldn't have even had a reason to practice this, let alone be able to do it yourself, to make me a con save, except for, well, actually, Leonides, yes, you as well.
Nice.
What is he gonna do while he's passed out?
Oh my.
Don't roll the nat 20.
Woohoo! A 15, not bad.
I rolled a 7.
Oh gosh,
God hates me.
12? What is this?
God fucking hates me right now.
Reyna, what'd you roll?
Oh no, not a that. Oh wait, 19. That's pretty good. Plus
All right.
As long as I don't die.
2.
Oh, you got 3.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. It's a 3 now. Dang, this dice. It hates me. Okay, 5.
Okay. So, Reyna,
Still.
as soon as you guys land, you notice that when he put you guys together, he made sure everyone was facing outward. Which typically, when you like huddle up, is unusual. You immediately, when you land, realize why, as you immediately power retch on the stairs.
Oh.
Oh gosh. Damn sick.
Wait, what I'm to Lee needs?
Nothing yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Lee needs just wow, not having a good day.
Leo had
Um,
the good idea. Ugh. That was awful.
I'll just so I don't forget to mention it later. Eventually, when you wake up, you're power puking.
Power puking. Oh, shit.
I take it back.
Like I'm talking like 2 hour like flu puke.
Oh.
Oh, we can't do that again. We mustn't.
Wasn't the worst thing.
You Raina, you just had a like shock to the system, like 5 or 10 second. Ugh.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, but it's the fastest way to travel.
Are you guys okay? You look a little woozy.
I'm assuming something's leaking from Lee Need's mouth right now. Like as he's passed out.
Yeah, you're drooling all over the place.
I was thinking more so vomit, but that also works.
No. This vomit. For you, I skipped the con roll for the teleport because you're already unconscious, and it's more about the sudden movement.
Yeah.
Your con roll was how hungover are you when you wake up?
Oh no.
Oh.
The answer is very.
Oh no.
Maybe you won't drink for a while, huh?
Yeah, maybe that'll
Maybe.
take my
That'd be a very interesting tip, Melphis. Unfortunately, I'm still unconscious
Ah,
So
until Paul says
Uh,
otherwise.
while he's still unconscious, Giles opens the front door when he sees you all standing there and just kind of goes, Balin, you forgot to warn them. And Balin chuckles, and then he grabs basically the equivalent to a garden hose and sprays Raina's puke off the stairs. And then he ushers you inside, Balin turning and saying, this is where we part for the moment. I'll be in touch. And then he disappears.
Okay.
And yeah, you meet with Evelyn. And she also pays you for her part of accepting the job. You are given an additional 50 gold from her.
damn.
Oh, I
and
better
then
add
she
that
said,
to my inventory.
How much was that?
I'm assuming
50.
you just
Another
50 more?
Yeah.
slipped into my pockets.
so
Oh.
Nice.
ignoring any off-camera purchases, basic equipment you might have purchased, you should be at 150 if you haven't spent any yet. Obviously, if you started with gold, ignore that. But you should be at whatever you had to start the game plus 150 minus if you bought anything off camera.
I started with nothing like the Giga Chad I am.
I started with 10, so I'm at 160.
Oh,
Nice.
I guess I must have missed the Evergold payment, so I guess I missed one. I'll just add another 50, and yep, that's rounded up 150.
Good. We're getting rich.
If you guys wish, it is suggested that you could take your newfound riches back to Yuck Yuck and see if there's anything of interest.
Don't
That
forget
is
to buy something for
exactly
Lee
what I'd like
needs.
to do. As we will spend the rest of his day doing, browsing the selections.
So, in stock at the moment, because not everything in there is magical. It is a shop known to sell magic goods, but not everything in there is magical. It's also just a shop. Of things that are magic right now, you would be able to purchase the following: one per player.
Am I awake yet, by the way?
No, he should 4 hours.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
You're
I
out.
don't.
Out cold.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry. The thing is, I also don't know the distance in time between. Oh, we got here, and hey, let's go shopping.
I mean, maybe even Yuck will even like cast some spell to wake you up.
I know.
Oh no,
right?
let
Oh
me
no, that would be his worst mistake.
let me be clear. If you want to role play a bit of a reaction, feel free. But essentially, this is like the next day at this point. By the time you guys go to the shop,
Oh,
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah, like day before Leanies wakes up. Hey, what the? But yeah, next day. I'm assuming
He's all late
Leanies is
coming
still
to the shop.
hungover.
He was late coming to the shop, busy just vomiting for the first few hours of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's for sale, guys.
Leanies just would stumble, and I'm guessing I want to go back to this can. Like,
You said this is not counting magical items, correct?
no, this is the list of available magic items.
Oh, it's opposite. All right.
I just actually I don't think hungoverness would. Does that impair like movement abilities or not?
For you, I think it impairs everything.
Yeah.
He's already
I
impaired in
agree.
general.
We go back over here so I can get an easier list to work from.
This freaking like halfling minotaur is just gonna see some like rogue just walking in who looks like he wants to die.
I'm surprised your character's not dead already, Underpaid. His liver must be.
You,
To be fair,
you were drinking with Balin, weren't you?
yes.
Yeah, he was.
Is that his name?
That was a bad idea. He's immune to drunkenness.
I'm going to
Now it makes
kill
sense.
him. I have a fucking headache. I'm going to kill him. Why did that had to be? He had to cheated. He cheated.
I don't think so. You just can't handle your drink after all.
No, screw you, Drow. He cheated.
Maybe we should start calling you Lightfoot.
Oh,
I mean, he did.
For context, I have not said my last name yet. I'm assuming you just get.
Oh shit! Really haven't?
Elenides is extremely cautious with that.
I don't think I've said it yet either.
what about lion needs.
Wait, that's not my name, you dumb.
Why don't you
cat.
sit down? Why don't you sit down?
Yeah, let's sit down and calm yourself.
Yeah, why don't you sit down?
That's a good idea.
You just let him cheat like that. How could you do that? Like
You're the
freaking-
one who challenged him.
Yeah, I challenged him because I thought I could win. You weren't.
Well, we didn't know.
Clearly, you
Like-
lost.
My fucking head.
Well, this is what you get. Perhaps you could go a few days without consuming any alcohol, and you'll be feeling great again.
Yeah.
You ever tried not consuming alcohol? It's
Yeah, have you?
My entire life has been alcohol. You can't just say that to me. And I mean that in the most literal sense.
that might be the problem then.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
Wait, it's not like. Shut up.
What?
Oh god, I need to go outside again.
Oh,
Oh,
does that mean we're gonna have to
feel
smell
that out.
Does anyone know a spell that can make the air smell a little bit less pungent?
Spell of kicking him out of the shop.
Ah,
Joke's on you, I already ran out. No.
So, the things that are in your guys' current price range. Here's my list, and I'm almost done. I have like one more item I'm going to add to it.
Extensive list. So many goodies to buy.
What are you gonna buy, Shadow, for your character?
I guess we'll find out.
We need Stumbles back in.
Welcome back, human.
You
Andy
good?
is more so just sobbing at this point, just very lightly sobbing. He wants to die so bad. That was the worst drinking competition of his life.
There you go. That's what's currently available.
Ooh,
Hmm.
time to hoard my wealth.
So I will say the sword and the sword and the armor of gleaming are both. There's enough of different sets that anyone who wears armor or uses a sword as a primary weapon could get one. Obviously, generic potions of healing as well. I put them under magic items. They're kind of not really, but anyway. The dread helm, the clockwork amulet, the mystery key, and the one with smiles. There is one each.
What's the amulet about?
Is
Is
this
your
is the sword light or and have finesse?
It is a sword of. You can get any kind of sword moon touched.
What does the moon touched like thingy do?
So what that there does. It doesn't really matter which model you get. They all do the same thing.
But the effect is
Well, first of all, there's some pesky tougher monsters out there that normal weapons don't work well against. This one, even though it's a very minor magical enchantment, because it has any magical enchantment, it'll usually pass through that barrier.
Ooh.
And also, when it's unsheathed, it basically replaces a torch. It lights up.
ooh nice. I
Oh,
like
that
that.
could be useful.
I'd imagine Lena says moon touch. That sounds cool. How many of those do you have?
I could probably get you two.
Yes.
That's the
So-
literal description for every version of Moon Touch Sword.
What's the amulet about?
All right.
So that amulet, what that does is once every day, I'm just trying to figure out how to work this into the story.
Oh shoot, that cost all my
You-
money.
You can
Yeah.
sort of once per day. Some people call it luck, but whatever you want to call it, you can kind of just say, I want this to happen. And a set thing will happen. It's hard to explain because it's a mostly mechanical item. Of course, there's a description of flavor, but what it actually does, and I'll put it in the chat as well. Basically, once per day, when you make an attack roll while you're wearing the amulet, you can skip rolling a d20 and just take a straight 10 plus your whatever modifier is.
Hmm.
For the dread helm, does it add anything to your AC?
No.
Boy, I need my AC up.
is there anything here that would help a druid?
Here's exactly what a dread helm is.
Oh yeah, I know the dread helm does, but I was hoping.
What do you mean? That's what Zen does on a regular basis.
I know, yeah, I already do that. Yeah. I got my mask.
Is there anything specific for a druid? Let me take another look. I don't know if I have anything at the moment specific for you. I know I do, but you can't. The thing off the top of my head, you wouldn't be able to afford yet.
Okay, I'll save my money. I have some ways of healing, so I was going to invest in some potions, but I'm not going to right now. I definitely want to save up because I do feel I need a more powerful set of armor or staff in the future. So definitely will be returning to your fine establishment.
May I ask?
Yeah, the only. Yes, go ahead.
do you have any plate armor? And if so, is it even in my price range? I imagine that stuff is really expensive.
I do have it available. How much you got?
150.
You guys seem like good people, so that helped me out with that job, so I can give you a bit of a discount. But yeah, you're gonna have to save for a bit.
How much
That's
is
fair
it?
enough.
Do you have any
I
more?
normally sell sets for 1,500.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Yeah,
We
that
have
stuff's
work.
expensive.
With a friend discount, I could give it to you for 1,000.
Oh, thinking of, do you have any other jobs perhaps you could send us? The last one was quite eventful. Plus, we had the rogue here, the human, pass out. I thought that was a big plus.
I don't have any at the moment, but I can reach out to some contacts that I know are looking for
Oh, please do.
mercenary adventurer types like yourselves and see what we can find out.
Perfect.
Okay.
Where are you guys Where are you guys staying right now?
We're staying at the big, huge tavern.
Oh, the Silver Tongue.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can get a message there, no problem.
Thank you.
I'd also like to ask, do you also pawn items at all? Do you buy?
I do if they're valuable.
Swords, daggers, armor. That valuable?
Yes. When I say valuable, I mean yes, if they're in working condition.
Yeah.
That Zen would just dump just loads of garbage he has. If you want, I can give you an exact. I probably should give you an exact number of everything I have.
Would be helpful.
Yeah, hold on, let me type it out.
While he's getting that order in, I'd like to also see if I could buy 2 of those moon touch swords you were talking about, or not short swords specifically. Once he's done here, of course.
Yeah, no, you can definitely do that. Deduct your 150 gold.
Yep. Yep, 0 gold now.
Wow,
Then-
you sure bought some investments. Perhaps these swords will guard you or protect you.
Also, they look really cool.
Yeah, they do actually. Druids, we don't usually dabble in swords.
All right, now out of
Might be useful
character.
to pick one up.
Plenty of druids use swords.
They do?
Yeah, especially
Yes,
scimitars seem to be their favorite.
You can pick one up. It wouldn't hurt to have something to defend yourself other than a glowy staff.
Oh, are you making fun of my staff?
Simply just noticing that, it doesn't hurt to have a variety of weapons
Oh,
at your disposal.
I
Like a
do
bat.
agree. I do agree,
Sure,
but unfortunately,
I'm sure it's wonderful.
yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
save up my money though, and hopefully, perhaps buy something a little bit more of an upgrade.
I would like to ask, how would you want me to go about adding the moonlit short swords to my, or moon touch swords to
Ah,
my
yeah, that's a good
inventory?
You're using what, Dice Cloud?
I'm using D&D Beyond.
Oh, then you just search for them in the item list.
I search moonlit.
Moon touched.
Oh, moon touched.
Hmm.
Moon touched. I put in weapon,
What's
and then magic. Yeah, I didn't even put in.
So it'd be, if you have it unlocked, it should be moon dash touched. I don't know if it's something you need to unlock or not, though.
Moon dashed touch. Oh, moon dash touch. Okay.
It is not.
Yes, moon touched with a hyphen.
Yeah, you have to unlock. It's above.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Ah. It says I can also add a custom item. Would I be able to do that?
Yes, you could potentially do that.
All right.
What you could also do is just take a short sword and customize it.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you really want to just get a short sword, just add like a note at the bottom saying this is moon touched.
Really? Okay.
That's pretty much the same thing. I mean, yeah.
And also, I also have a small sell list now that I'm getting 2 new short swords. I'm going to sell my original 2 and also sell a dagger, leather armor, and a scimitar.
All right,
Oh,
hold
add
on,
that to-
hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. I gotta make a list.
Yep, I'll make
What
the
are you-
list.
What are you selling?
Typing.
While he's selling that, I'll sell my goods, as I have listed.
All right.
How much would it give me?
Let's see. How much would it get you? So. God damn it. So you said it was 2 light crossbows?
2 light crossbows, 2 daggers, 2 armor of leather, and 2 scimitars.
Scimitars. Interesting.
Not as useful for me, but something to sell.
Leather armor. What was the last thing on your list?
2 scimitars.
Leather armor. And stop going. I hate that the inventory keeps disappearing on me. Scimitar.
Oh, don't worry, Killer. We love it. We love it. And really, thank you a lot.
So, for all of those 8 things, you are given 62 gold.
Much appreciated. And last thing, as of, I think for the rest I'll just save my gold. What's the mystery key about?
Yeah,
It's
I was
perfect.
wondering too.
Yeah,
That's
I was
a-
going to ask that actually, but you
It's a
beat me to it.
fascinating little item. I don't charge as much for it because it doesn't always work. But when you can try it in any keyhole, and there's a small percent chance that it'll just randomly open that door.
Ooh.
Lose
Still
it.
only one?
It's not a permanent item. Once you find it, once it works on a door, then it loses its magic. But
Is
Well,
still
with
only
that,
one?
Might as well buy it. Gotta spend my gold on something here.
Prefer to
My-
rely on my skills.
All right, here's my sell
Could
order
come in
list.
useful.
Could
Yeah.
be useful.
So with that, Zen will buy that.
2 short swords.
Interesting. I was going to buy it possibly, but I'm going to save my money. How
Yeah,
many?
let's
You
see
said you
what's
only had
big.
one mystery key, good sir?
Yeah, right now I do.
Okay.
Perhaps they'll get restocked. We will definitely be good patrons. I can anticipate that. Now that we know that you will have stuff for all of us to help us out.
Double checking my math here.
Is the
It's
mystery key an
interesting.
actual item?
Yes. These are all actual items. I didn't make up any of these.
Unfortunate-
So, Leonides, for what you hand in, you are given 28 gold and 5 silver.
Alrighty.
And the eagle eye among you, which is everyone who bothers to look around the shop, will notice that basically he's giving you half value for them because they're used.
Hmm.
Fair enough.
Which is also the recommended
yeah.
mechanical amount in like the DMG and stuff.
I see you run a shop just like all.
I just realized money has weight because I saw my weight carry change when I added coins.
Yeah. So you, for the most part, unless you're super over encumbered, I'm not going to care anyway. But you also don't have to worry about that. If you're using Beyond, you can go into your sheet on the home section and click the switch that says ignore coin weight, because I don't worry about coins.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have,
Oh.
obviously, if you have like 20,000 gold in a chest, I'm going to be like, how you carrying that?
Well, of
Yeah.
course you'd use the banking system, darling.
Oh, Banking in medieval times.
You would just put
Actually,
it
they
in
did
your
have
I
pocket.
wouldn't
banks.
mind doing that. Besides, I'm fluent in financial transfer.
So,
Are
for the
you
purpose-
now? Mm-hmm.
Do you not
so,
remember our
for the purpose
last
of the
adventure?
So for the purpose of the fact that we're at our 3 hour mark, even allowing for the extra time because we were late starting. You guys finished doing your selling and such.
Mhm.
And you step outside,
Oh God.
and a familiar face is standing there. A large man, and he walks over to specifically Melphis this time.
Oh.
He goes,
Can I help you?
hold on. Yeah, you're a shape changer.
Ah,
Oh.
Oh, sorry,
yes, I am.
wrong voice. You're a shape changer, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I mean, I know you said something about being a druid before. Technically, you all are, but you're a specialist in it.
I am a
Oh.
druid of the moon. Circle of the moon is my specialty.
Wait, she's a
Wow,
shape. What now?
I can smell it on you.
Wow, you're quite a keen to druid arts. I'm impressed.
Yes, about that. Follow me.
Okay. Where are you going to
Not
take us?
not just you. Like he's motioning for all of you to follow.
Sure.
And I'm curious, and I will.
Doesn't
follow.
smell that bad.
Drogue, should we trust this guy?
Well, he didn't get us killed last time, so.
Why
And
not?
besides, I'm curious to why he's concerned about my shape shifting.
Wait, you can what?
Perhaps he has a need of a druid.
Druids are very powerful, helpful people.
Yeah. Besides, let's go. You never know.
So,
Yeah.
To adventure.
To adventure, yes.
as you
Adventure.
follow him around the corner, he's just leading you into a small like alley between buildings.
Uh-oh.
Suspicious.
And then he turns into a bear,
Oh.
Ah.
Oh.
and that's where we'll end it for tonight.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Okay. What a clip. So he's a druid. Oh, we'll find out.
Oh,
Come on,
interesting.
all these cliffhangers. You make it hard for the weak weight.
What was that, Melphis? Not the
Oh,
weak weight. I heard that part. What was the thing about him?
Oh, he's a druid, maybe? He turns
He's-
into a bear, so he's probably a druid.
He's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Shapeshifter.
Oh.
This is awesome. I can't wait.
What the hell is
Yeah.
that? A bear?
A lot of story in this episode.
It's a
Yeah,
bear.
I love it.
Awesome.
Actually, we didn't actually have a battle. You did take
Yeah.
damage again, Zen, but other
I,
than that, we
uh,
didn't have. See,
I was
so
snuck upon.
there is a lot more to D&D than just, as Ventar would say, crushing skulls.
No, I didn't
Speaking-
have any specific battle encounters planned, and then I realized that the scenes that I had planned for roleplay, not that you guys didn't contribute, you roleplayed quite a lot actually, and were very good, and I enjoy roleplaying with you guys. But the scenes themselves didn't end up needing as much, like, there was room for implied roleplay in some of them, more than I planned for. I'm like, I still want to go the full 3 hours, just adding time on because we started late. And I'm about to run out of stuff. Just time for Balin to show up.
I'm so happy. For those who don't remember, Balin was who I played in the one shot.
Whoa.
Oh,
I
yeah.
should watch one of a one shot.
Balin caster. It's
Balin sounded
the s-
familiar.
stories are
Yeah.
weaved and it's
you're
beautiful.
right.
This is
Oh,
what Balin.
gosh.
This is what Balin
cool.
looks like. This is what Balin looks like 15 years in the future.
Exactly. And also, Paul, beautiful. Exactly how I envisioned him.
Oh,
That's
you're right. I
perfect.
didn't
I
even.
did the best I could.
Absolutely beautiful. It's down to the wire, with exactly how I thought it would be.
That is actually really cool. I didn't even
Well, 'cause
click.
as I was doing it and started to introduce him, and I heard you react to what was about to happen. I'm like,
Oh yeah, because we talked about the picture, so I'm like,
So-
I know exactly what this is.
and I knew that was coming, and I was looking forward to it. And as soon as that's why I didn't mind sharing the potential art with you, because I legit, since it NPC updated version or not, it's still your character concept, so I wanted to make sure you liked the art I picked. But also I knew that when the art came out, I would get a reaction.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
oh yeah.
but then in the moment when I decided, I was like, I knew it was going to be in the next episode or two that you were going to meet him for the first time, because I want to focus on your guys' backstories a lot, but I also have an actual just campaign story I want you to eventually get to. So I'm not just doing all backstory right now. I'm throwing missions in as well, but I'm
Yeah.
definitely like, let's establish the major parts I want established for the backstory before I send you on the main quest.
Hmm.
So then
That's
that way,
really great.
when you see Balin show up somewhere for some, it's like, oh, if he's here, that could be bad for us because we know how powerful he is.
I had no idea how powerful Balin was until I saw 23 damage to Zen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think would have killed all of you.
As
Yeah,
a,
it would have
I-
killed me.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I-
barely lived.
That's kind of interesting because I
yeah,
wonder
that
how many of our other characters we're going to meet. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I know.
23 wouldn't have killed anyone. It would have dropped most of you, though.
Oh
Yeah.
well, yeah, that's yeah.
dead, only mostly.
I barely stayed up.
Since it's just mostly a flavor thing at this point, small peek behind the curtain. What I actually rolled would have dropped Zen, but I lowered it by a few because I wanted him to stay conscious for the story.
That is fair. Yeah.
That's
I actually
Yeah.
rolled a 28.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Ooh, that hurt.
Yeah, I would have been
he
very
shot you with, let's see, I said it was 7, so it would have
He
been
did say it was 7.
starts with 3, level 2, level 3, level 4. He shot you with a 5th level spell.
5th level. Jesus.
5th level?
He upcast that to 5th level, yeah.
My goodness. I mean, yeah, I guess that explains all the damage.
Because it shot 7 darts at you, and it's a level 1 magic missile is a level 1, for those who don't know, is a level 1 spell, which obviously you can upcast spells like that. It starts at
Mhm.
level 1 with 3 darts, and then you get 1 extra per higher spell level. So in order to get 7 darts, he cast it at 5th level.
Ah, wow. Okay.
And also the
Very angry.
teleport that he did to take you home is a 7th level spell.
Yeah.
Oh wow. He's gotten a lot stronger in the 15 years.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he has. He's been
Wow.
hyper focused.
I know. Yeah, I'd imagine.
Oh,
I should watch
wow.
one of the one-shot VODs then, because I have no idea like where he
The
came
one-shot
from.
VOD was all about Balin and his family.
Yeah, if I
crazy.
remember right, didn't Balin lose his family?
He lost his entire family, or so
Yeah.
he thought.
Oh, so
Yeah,
we
because
thought.
already thought.
Interesting.
So when he heard the description that matched his daughter and the name that matched, and he went, "I don't believe you. She's dead." That's why he magic missiled his grandson, because he
Yeah.
thought he was a
Oh.
lying piece of shit.
Because in his mind, Alana was very, very dead.
Oh,
I'm
that
very
was
glad you
actually
appreciated the way I played that. I tried very
Oh,
hard
gosh,
to
it
play what
was-
I thought you would do if it was you playing him 15 years later.
He
it
was
was
quite
perfect.
mean to the rest of us, though. Well, I guess
That's him.
He was
yeah.
mean to the mouthy drow.
Oh,
Yeah.
the drow
Oh.
mouthy.
I'm assuming Bailiff kind of got along with Leonides. I don't know. They can both drink.
There's a couple different kinds of mouthy. He didn't necessarily imply you were being rude, but he certainly implied that you talk too much.
Yeah.
Which, of course, as players, I want you to roleplay and talk, but that doesn't mean that all the NPCs are going to like it.
Any
True.
consequences?
Yeah, I
Oh.
can't wait. I can't wait for our adventures, and I wonder if
Yeah.
my druid will ever get to meet a fellow drow in this luxurious campaign.
Absolutely not.
Oh no!
Just
Oh
because
no.
you asked. No.
Yeah, you'll never see
there
one
is
again.
There's a strong possibility that it will probably happen,
Yeah.
if I'm honest, because without obviously spoiling how I'm going to work it in, the more parts of your individual characters I can fit into parts of my story, the more I'm going to.
Nice.
So, knowing that your character is very naive and new to the big world beside it, and also never met anyone else of her kind, yes, there's this with. I don't feel like it's even a spoiler at that point to go, I'm probably going to throw some drow at you at some point.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I
There you
can't
go.
wait.
Whether they're as friendly as you or not remains to be seen.
Oh shit, you're right.
You'll have to kill some of your own kind.
Oh
It's a
wow, wouldn't
heated
that be
fight.
ironic?
Nice.
I can't wait. And by
Uh,
the way, the
First one you
feline,
meet.
the feline races, how are they pretty common in D&D too? Like Mina's
depends on the setting, really.
Ah.
Also, give me about 30 seconds. I'm going to go end my stream.
I'm gonna do that too, guys. Hold on
Yeah.
a second.
Everyone all vent in their.
Okay. That's obviously gonna be the end of the stream. Hello. So I just saw you chatted. I wasn't looking at chat. That's gonna be